Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night Insanity.
Yep.
How's it going? How's it going, everybody? How's it going? I am asleep. I mean, I am very awake. For those not in the know, I did my weekly gaming marathon on Twitch yesterday, and it went for 25 hours.
That means it was a good marathon, in case you curious.
It was a very good marathon. We had so much fun. Absolute blast. Everybody just wanted to keep the party going, so we kept the party going for 25 hours.
I went to bed right around the first time you started streaming. I woke up. Well, I was streaming. As soon as I was done streaming, I went to bed, right? I woke up. You were still streaming. I had a whole fucking day. I went to bed. You were still fucking streaming.
I know. I had similar comments from a lot of people who did similar things.
I had a whole fucking day, and you were still playing video games with people.
Yep, I was. It was fantastic. Yeah, 007 joined in for the first time. His first time ever playing Fortnite. He decided, you know what, these guys are having a lot of fun. I'm going to give it a spin, see how it goes. So he played a few solo rounds
too, right?
and then joined in. And JL joined in. And yeah, a lot of people we played with before, a lot of people first time playing, and with us anyway. And we had an absolute blast. It was great. So then, of course,
I hear JL's verbal spell checker is much better than his typing one.
Yes, it is. Yeah. A lot of JL's world famous typos can be blamed on his autocorrect. Apparently, he doesn't actually know how to misspell that many words.
It's hilarious. It's even more hilarious knowing that, actually.
Yeah,
he lives in a world of frustration.
A world of frustration of damn you autocorrect. Yes, and thanks to the follow of Valid and Slipperkins682.
Hi, Sarah. Much. That's S.L. Perkins.
Oh, S.L. That's how you read that. Okay, Slipperkins. Well, that's now officially your nickname forever. Own it.
She's pretty.
Okay, cool. Hello, pretty person, apparently. Anyway,
her name is Sarah.
We're all pretty. We're so pretty here.
Piper on our Discord. She's Piper.
Okay. So, Stoud had to go pee and refused to do it before the show because he didn't want me to use him as an excuse for delaying the show. Which I absolutely would have done. And then we could have all blamed Stoud all night. But, oh well. That's okay. We're a little late starting, like only an hour. But
only a little late for you, to be fair.
But to be fair, yeah, I mean, I went to bed after the marathon and I don't know, slept for about 7-ish hours, I guess. So yeah, I got a decent sleep. It wasn't like the epic post-marathon sleep like I would normally get, but
you know, you're still kind of a little sluggish.
Still a little sluggish, but I'm still. It usually takes me 2 hours to get fully functional after waking up. We're at the
that's shorter than me. I'm like 3 or 4.
We're at about the hour and a half mark for me, so we're pretty close. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Colatin.
Man, have you lost a little weight?
I will fix that.
What?
Have you lost any weight lately? You look skinnier.
Looking slim and trim there, buddy.
It looks like you lost a little weight, dude. For sure.
He's been pooping a lot.
There we go. That's just
a
momentary.
Right now because I'm hearing two of you at the same time.
Just
do it! Makes your dreams come true!
I'm trying
that's
to.
That's just a momentary weight loss because he just had a massive dump. He'll be full of shit again soon. Don't worry.
I had pizza.
I had pizza for dinner.
Pizza? I haven't had anything except coffee because I just woke up a little while ago. But yeah, no, it was. We had a good time. It was a really good marathon this week.
I'm glad. I had a really good stream today.
Excellent. Good streams all around. It's just one of those.
I had 12 people there on average.
Nice.
So
excellent.
Just like 4 times my normal right now.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm spending in a slump last weeks.
You know,
I got to hang out with friends while streaming. That was kind of cool.
That's the thing. It's like never give up, people. If you want to do something, just keep on keeping on, and eventually you will get there. So, that's good.
Sure.
Slowly building our audiences.
Say that about you
To
too.
be fair, I think a bunch of those viewers were from people in your channel, me being hosted on it.
Oh, maybe. I
But-
don't know.
But
I don't know, I was asleep.
I'll take any viewers I can get.
Yeah, for
any
sure.
viewers I can get.
Yeah, still views.
Yep.
But,
Literally yesterday, I had 3 of the worst streams at like 1 or 2 viewers. It was bad. I was feeling really defeated after yesterday.
Vezius asks, I just watched a tiny bit of the marathon from the beginning. Did it go Godzilla box set obtainability good? Possibly. Possibly. That might actually be a possibility now. It would still be a bit of a stretch.
Oh, please.
Yeah, it would still be a bit of a stretch of the budget, but I think I might actually be able to make it happen.
Somebody donate
Yeah.
$50 right now so he'll shut up.
Everybody just wants you to get the set, so I'll stop whining about not having it.
And then
But-
we can fucking do live streams. They
Yeah.
want you to do live streams like the Heisei
Yeah.
era.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
And I want
is-
to do live stream.
Well, also, like, I mean, in terms of content potential, I mean, that set is a gold mine. I could do an
It'll make
update
you
video
wonder.
where I show I got it. I could do a closer look where we take a closer look at everything. And I could do, like,
Review.
15 review videos. I mean, it would be...
And then,
just a
and you can do
stupid amount
live
of
streams where you
content.
watch them with your fans. Like
and
you
we
do
could
with
do
the other
live
Godzilla
streams
stuff.
where we all watch them together. So
You'll probably make that much money back.
it'd be, like, 32 potential videos for that one set. So, yeah, I'm kind of thinking it'd be worth the investment.
That's
So,
a definite investment in your channel, especially if we just dive right into it.
absolutely. Well, I won't be diving right into it because
Well, after
I've
Halloween.
got Halloween stuff, but yeah, I mean it's
The Christmas of Godzilla.
yeah, it's Godzilla mess.
Yes, I like that, honestly. Kaiju masks.
Kaiju mass, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
But
That's great.
but
Any
no, it
bites
looks
here?
like Amazon got it in stock again, so it's dropped a little bit in price back to sort of normal price now. I don't know how long it's
Bites.
going to last. We'll see. Marathon money should
Bites
come into my
from my-
account by
Probably
Monday.
dropped in
So
price to match with the It's probably dropped in price to match with the Barnes and Noble sale.
I don't think it's that cheap, but
Not for Canada, but for us
No.
it will be.
yeah.
It should be close at least. 'Cause a lot of Amazon on Amazon, a lot of the Criterion stuff matched their Barnes and Noble prices. Not all everything. War of the Worlds is on sale. I looked. I wanted to get that. Like if War of the Worlds was $25, I would have immediately bought it. But it's $35. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Next sale. I get it next sale.
All right, so I'm gonna put all this other stuff
Yes.
aside because it's not a
And then
priority.
someone needs to get him the Gamera set too for the same reason.
Oh yeah, that'd be a nice one.
it's
but,
the same price, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's also
100
got
bucks.
a good chunk of movies in it.
Yep.
I missed out on the Mill Creek ones from a few years back, but
Yeah.
this one's gonna be a better set anyway. So
Oh, way better. I'm
Yeah.
upgrading my Mill Creek set.
yeah.
Stoudman, are you getting the Gamera set?
Okay, I am adding it to the cart. I can't buy it right now. I gotta wait for money to come in, but I'm adding it
money actually
to
has
the
to come in
cart.
first. Yeah.
Yes, adding it
In a few
to
months.
the cart. So we'll see.
Spending.
We'll see if
Or maybe a few months.
a few pickups, sessions from now, you see me hold up a big pink set with Godzilla on it, then you'll know.
It's fucking beautiful.
I
love it.
know.
I
Still-
sometimes like
Still
look
not
through
wild
it,
about
like,
the artwork, honestly, but I just
the
want,
artwork on the inside. I love.
I
though.
just want the content.
I love the artwork. There's some of them I'm not so fans, but some of them I really like.
I like
Chris
the-
Wisdom. He's
I
great.
like the artwork. I don't like the choice of color scheme. Like
I
I
don't
get
have a
it. I get why they
Favorite
went
colors.
with that. We talked about this before. How it's basically supposed to be like the postmodern art style
Yep.
of the era of the majority of the Showa films. I get that. I just don't
Which they were
like it.
all using in the films too. All
Yeah.
the time for the title cards and stuff. So it makes
That's
sense.
true. Yeah.
I
But-
like some of the art pieces. I don't like some of the other art pieces. Some of them
Yeah.
look really good, and some of them are just like, yeah, they're alright.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you
the-
saying you have a problem with Andy Warhol?
No. When it's Andy
what I do
Warhol.
like to do is flip through it and look at the ones I do like from time to time. So
Yeah.
I really do like that set. It's
But I'm
beautiful.
I just want it for the movies because I'm only missing 2 movies out of all of the Godzilla movies ever. So
Gentlemen, I have a question.
Be
Do
nice
you
to have
ever
them
walk
all on
into your
Blu-ray.
collection and just like touch it and like admire it?
sometimes
No.
No.
Yes.
you don't
okay,
take
so
pride in your collection.
Justin is the only person who does
fuck
not
is wrong
fetishize
with you?
his collection. But the rest of us are proper collectors who fetishize their collection. Justin's a
course.
Are
hoarder.
you really surprised I'm the only one? I mean, look at the way
No.
I keep my fucking
You're a
shit.
Well,
hoarder.
that's true.
Yeah, you're a fucking hoarder.
You take
You're a
no
movie hoarder.
pride in your display or your collection.
Your new
you
name
know.
should be movie hoarder. Goddammit.
I just like watching movies and then
I
whatever.
just like movies. Owning them.
Yeah.
I
I
actually
don't
watched
care
a
how
fucking
they
movie
look
this
on my
week.
shelf.
I took a movie off my shelf and watched a movie by myself this week. You fucking believe that shit?
I actually watched a bunch of movies with Rosie this week,
Ooh.
which we'll talk about in brief when we
Don't
get
you
to the
mean
movie
you
review
forced
section.
her to watch?
Yeah, and you know what? And she loved every second of it because this happens every time. I say, okay, we're gonna watch a movie. She's like,
Never
"Nah,
fear.
I don't wanna watch a
Mario's
movie."
here.
But then we start watching and it's like not even
Rosie
30
protesting in
seconds
the
in and
background.
she's like loving whatever movie it is. It's like, yeah,
I love Rosie
I don't
just
show you
protesting
crap.
loudly.
So
Something about that movie, baby. You're like, God damn it.
yeah, so we
Yep.
so yeah, as much as there was all the complaining about the activity, much fun was had and we enjoyed what we watched. So
Mario's
So anyway, I'll talk about them kind of in brief in the movie reviews because I actually want to do Halloween reviews of them. So we'll talk about
Don't want to give the free content away.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
And content away for free. Sorry.
it'll be free anyway, but you know,
I can't go. Yeah, but you want them to come to your review YouTube
want to
channel.
come to the
or be at the live stream.
and to be fair, that's where most people will watch anyway. So that's fine, whatever. But
Yep.
anyway. Yeah, so I'll be doing those. I'm not sure when I'm going to film them, but be doing starting on the Halloween reviews sometime this week. Actually, we're going to be doing some Halloween stuff and just kind of getting geared up, getting into it. So if you want to watch me actually film and chat and edit and stuff like that, stop by the Twitch stream because I basically stream the entire process and you can see how much I procrastinate and how much I fuck up when I'm filming, and we have a good time. So yeah.
He does flub a lot.
I do flub a lot.
On average, he films about 3 to 4 videos per night.
Yeah, typically on a good night.
Cool.
It
I've seen him be
depends.
really
Sometimes he'll
productive.
go as far as like 8, though. So.
I'll do.
Yeah,
there,
I've seen, as I say,
there
I've
are
seen him
some,
be really
yeah.
productive too. It
There's
depends on
some-
his manic creative right now.
It is, yeah. And also with the editing, like when I've been putting together the gaming videos. What was it? When I was editing The Last of Us 2, I did the first 30 parts in 2 days. Like 2 just mad, crazy days of editing.
Damn.
Put them together. So, yeah. To be fair, those are pretty easy to edit. They don't require a lot of editing. It's basically just chopping them up into episodes and making sure each episode has a nice cliffhanger to keep you coming back the next day. So, you know. Not that you wouldn't anyway. I just love cliffhangers. So, ending on a dramatic note. So, yeah. Anyway, I guess we should probably get into the news. There's quite a lot of news stuff here. So we got some trailers. Got the first teaser for the 10th installment in the Halloween franchise, Halloween Kills.
You didn't even fucking watch that yet.
The film has a new release date. No, I haven't watched it either. The trailer, no. The film has a new release date of October 15th, 2021. So, yes, it was pushed back an entire year. But got to give them props for still sticking to their guns to release it on a Halloween. So, that's good. Got the official trailer for the A24 documentary Boys State. 1,017-year-old boys from Texas joined together to build a representative government from the ground up. There you go.
So it's Lord of the Flies then. Cool.
But in Texas. Official teaser.
Fact, and it looks
That won't go wrong at all.
There you
It
go.
looks fascinating. We will want to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll tell
All
them
right,
together
cool.
probably.
Official teaser trailer for the second season of the Netflix anime series Ultraman. I assume based
I
on
need to see the first
Ultraman.
season.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Ultraman, so.
Sorry. Official trailer for the Showtime documentary The Go-Go's, premiering August 1st. Though through archival footage, interviews with band members, and plenty of music, The Go-Go's chronicles the all-female new wave band's rise to fame, their best-selling albums, and their lasting impact. There you go.
Wow, what a great title.
The Go-Go's. Well, it's, the name of the band,
Yep.
I guess. But anyway, this one I'm pretty stoked about. The official Audible trailer for the audiobook adaptation of Neil Gaiman's The Sandman.
That was awesome, by the way.
It's not just an audiobook, it's a full cast audio dramatization of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all-star cast. Neil Gaiman is the narrator. James McAvoy plays Dream. And
yes.
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. You have no
yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Why isn't it live action? He'd
it
be
looks pretty
perfect in
good.
live action too.
I don't know. There's been talk of doing a live action series. I don't know if this is what we're getting instead, or if we're getting this
I
in
think it's
addition
instead.
to. I don't know.
I wish it were like. I would settle for an animated series. Honestly,
Oh yeah.
they can do
absolutely.
great things with animated series.
Oh, especially something like that. All the sort of surreal dreamscapes and whatnot
Whoa.
would work really
And they
well in
can do this-
animation.
Audio drama, and if it does well, they can just animate it.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
Hold on.
They'll do a whole new
Hold
thing.
on. 007 in the chat says, I read at least one of the Sandman comics and liked it.
What?
What do you mean you read one Sandman
One?
comic? How do you read one Sandman comic?
It's a continuing saga. You can't just read one of the 75
No,
issues.
We're glad you liked it, but
Yes.
like, come on.
Only
one?
read the
So-
first volume. Only first.
You read one and stopped? How do you do that?
Yeah.
It's like reading
Read
one
them
volume
all.
of Akira.
Read all 10
Going
of
back to
them. Yes.
dive into them now.
All 10 volumes.
Seriously.
Well, actually, there's more than there's like 12 volumes now because there was a couple of spin-off side stories. But
Some one shots.
actually, no, 14 is the 2 Death miniseries as well.
I
Anyway,
think there's a free comic book. day
read them
comic,
all.
too.
It's wonderful. It's literally a fairy tale for grown-ups. And it's fantastic.
I've read the first volume, and it's like more than once because I keep starting it and then not buying anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That's wonderful. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah, it's great. And the first volume, that story isn't even the best story of the arc. That's when he was still kind of finding his footing. It's still
Can't wait
great.
then.
It's still great, but like
Mhm.
it just keeps getting better and better as it goes. It's one of those
There
series.
are elements of Sandman that just,
It's amazing.
like, I still remember to this day, like, just pop into
This-
my head
The second,
randomly, you know?
the second volume, the story arc called A Doll's House, is that's the one where it really gelled and really became what it is. And from there on, it's just amazing. But yeah, I love the Sandman. I've reread it a few times. Let's see. Official trailer for the Netflix animated series Transformers: War for Cybertron trilogy, Siege. Quite a lengthy title.
I have that game.
So do I.
And a toy line too, by the way.
Premiering July 30th. Outnumbered, outgunned, and pushed to the brink of extinction, the battle-weary band of resistance fighters orchestrates a desperate series of counterstrikes on a mission that, if everything somehow goes right, will end with an unthinkable choice: kill their planet in order to save it. Wow.
Well, thanks
So
for
is
the
this
spoiler.
literally
Sounds
based on
dramatic.
the game then?
I don't
No,
know.
no,
no,
you-
I don't
so-
think so.
The storyline is 3 parts long. This is the 3rd part. It's like the Return of the Jedi part, right? And so,
Hmm.
the story is kind of like it's told in the comics and toys and the cartoon, and they're all different.
Yeah.
They're all in their own thing.
Yeah.
So there's no base,
Huh.
and the game's probably its own thing too, I imagine.
Yeah.
Or it's based on one of those 3 things.
The game
Why
is
are they all
Probably
named the same thing then?
the
That's a
game
marketing
is
thing.
the game is wonderful. I mean, it really just feels like a natural part of that saga, and it's so much fun. Official teaser trailer for the 2nd season of the Amazon Prime series The Boys, premiering September 4th. Official Red Band trailer for the Shudder original film Random Acts of Violence, premiering August 20th. A pair of comic book writers begin to notice scary similarities between the character they created and horrific real-life events. Produced, co-starring, co-written, and directed by Jay Baruchel, whose previous works include the Goon duology, and was the voice of Hiccup from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise. Oh, there you go. Official trailer for the Disney Plus film, The One and Only Ivan, premiering August 14th. Based off the children's book of the same name, a gorilla named Ivan, voiced by Sam Rockwell, tries to piece...
We're just talking about that. God damn it.
Tries to piece together his past with the help of an elephant named Stella, voiced by Angelina Jolie, as they hatch a plan to escape from captivity. There we go.
My friend Ducky and I were just talking about on my own stream. We were talking and stuff, and she brought that up.
Oh, cool.
I was like, oh, I haven't seen it. That's why I haven't seen it. There we go.
It hasn't come out yet.
I think she was trying to explain to me, but I just didn't get because it's being dumb.
Okay.
But it's going to be dense.
Official trailer for the documentary Skin, A History of Nudity in Movies. A definitive documentary on the history of nudity in the movies, beginning with the silent movie era through present day, examining the changes in morality that led to the use of nudity in films, while emphasizing the political, sociological, and artistic changes that shaped this rich history. Interesting.
That's going to be one I can tell right off the back just from fucking hearing the description. Not only am I going to watch, I'm going to recommend to everybody watch it. Because, like, it's surprising to me how little people understand about, like, the code and how you weren't allowed to fucking do
We're still held
things.
by the code in some ways.
Back in the day when Lucy and Ricky had to sleep in separate beds. You know what I mean? Like, it was really stringent.
Yeah, I know.
and
when Lucy became pregnant, they couldn't say pregnant on TV. So they said the episode was called Lucy is enceinte, which is French for pregnant.
They would say like she has a bun in the oven and shit.
Yeah, it all has, slang and lingo and whatnot. But
it's just like, really, come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, married couple had to sleep in separate beds because TV.
And then movies like that too.
Like could imply anything.
Probably.
You watch a movie from like the 40s and like, whoa.
What?
They just kiss to go tonight. Their husband and wife. Why are they in different beds?
Yeah. Or
wild.
in different rooms
That's
entirely.
Why I guarantee you this documentary is going to go into the film noir, because film noir was really racy when it came to that stuff. It doesn't seem racy by today's standards, but by those standards,
you have to understand the
in
context.
40s, like,
yeah,
that was pushing the fucking buttons.
Me and Seb watched a movie, a documentary about film noir, like 2014 during Project Flix, I think. And we watched this one scene where this lady and this guy are talking, and it's like, holy crap, they're talking about fucking, and it's not even that well disguised. And that's the shit that's being delivered to you in the movie in 1941 or whatever, 39, whatever it was.
And somehow it passed.
Yeah, there was no board then. That's why the board happened.
Interesting.
And there was like nudity in a lot of those movies. There's a lot of butts.
Yay, butts. Okay. So, movie and TV news. HBO Max and Matt Reeves, the filmmaker behind the new Batman movie, have teamed up to develop a police drama series set in the crime-infested streets of the Caped Crusaders' hometown, Gotham City. The series does not yet have a title, although some have been calling it Gotham Central, harkening back to the police procedural comic from writers Ed Brubaker and Greg Rucka and GCPD. Either way, it would deal with police detectives working in the shadow of one very bat-like vigilante. Here's the cool wrinkle.
It's a long time that should what they should have done with that fucking show. Anyway,
here's the cool wrinkle. The show will operate in the same story universe as Reeves' movie, The Batman, which stars Robert Pattinson as Batman. It also has Jeffrey Wright in the role of James Gordon. Awesome, I love Jeffrey Wright. He's going to be like a very, like, what's the word? Introspective almost. Gordon, I think. Very interesting. Very interesting casting choice.
I hope they give him like a thick mustache, like the cartoon version.
Yes.
Just a little different than the comic.
You need the mega
smaller mustache.
You need the mega stash.
But I kind of want, like, if he looks stoically into the night, like Batman has left him without letting him know he's leaving. You're just like, you can feel his loneliness because he gets a little. There's like a little comic where he talks about
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah, Jeffrey Wright, I think would be able to capture that aspect of it very well.
I know. I'm
he's-
actually really excited. That's
yeah.
a really great cast.
Yeah,
So.
he's such a great actor. I love him. Speaking of the Bat, for anyone who's wondering who the hell we're talking about, he plays Bernard in Westworld, who's one of the major characters, and he also played the character Isaac in The Last of Us Part 2 recently, the voice of the character. And always wonderful. He's absolutely just an amazing actor. Speaking of the Bat, actress Javisha Leslie has been cast as the new Batwoman, succeeding Ruby Rose, who exited the role after the end of season 1.
I would like to point my favorite role was. I was going to say this, but you kind of went right into your next thing.
Yeah.
My favorite Jeffrey Wright is he played the character in Broken Flowers. It's really great, and then he's also in apparently the Hunger Games films. I didn't know this.
Oh
so
yes, he is. That's right. I forgot about that.
I just learned this myself. So
yes,
anyway,
I haven't seen the Hunger Games films yet. They've been sitting on my shelf for ages, but
I've seen the first one.
yeah, I heard it's pretty
good.
good. Yeah, but good dystopian thing with battle royale elements. But anyway, one last piece about DC one last piece about DC Comics, the DC Universe original. Oh no, wait a minute. Speaking of the Bat, actress Javisha Leslie has been cast as the new Batwoman, succeeding Ruby Rose, who exited the role after season 1. Leslie, confirmed to play a new character named Ryan Wilder, will make her debut in the iconic Cape and Cowl when Batwoman returns to the CW for its second season in January. When the news broke, Leslie commented, "I'm extremely proud to be the first black actress to play the iconic role of Batwoman on television, and as a bisexual woman, I'm honored to join this groundbreaking show, which has been such a trailblazer for the LGBTQ+ community." Leslie previously...
Sorry, I thought they were done.
Leslie, you can read the thing and see how far it goes. Leslie previously had a starring role in the CBS series God Friended Me. Sorry, what were you going to say?
That was a weird show.
I was going to say it's a completely new character, so she's
Yes.
not based on any of the comic book stuff.
Right.
And the description you gave her was very stereotypical.
Yeah.
I would be like, okay.
Oh,
well,
because she's...
So I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what they're actually going to do. Because, it's just a stereotypical thing to just give you a...
Well, a
because-
backstory, but whatever. It's more...
I'm actually interested in what the character is.
Yeah, I know.
doing.
Some people were being kind of snarky about, like, oh, she's black, so of course she has a criminal background, blah, blah,
eye
blah.
roll.
Like, yeah, like,
Fuck off.
give it a rest
And
She could have
already.
been
Like,
She could have been Barbara Gordon and I would have been all over that shit. Like, fuck yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
There were people of a certain political persuasion who were also saying that, get woke, go broke, and all that bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
mhm.
Get
Oh my
woke.
god.
The most
Yeah.
soft belly.
So tired of that.
Fuck.
Most
Exactly, they're
snowflakey.
so triggered.
Yeah.
They
Most
see a fucking
snowflakey.
black woman becoming
Oh, I know.
this character, and they're
Oh,
just like, oh
a
my
gay
god,
black
my
woman.
sensibilities!
It's all part of the...
Bisexual.
I'm a
You know,
feminine.
or bisexual, yeah, but it's all part of the, the LGBTQ
Yeah.
agenda to turn everybody
Yep.
gay and bi. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
no.
like,
Agenda.
Our agenda
Especially
is
the
to be
frogs.
happy. Get over it. Like, what the hell?
Anyway, on one last piece about DC Comics, the DC Universe original series Stargirl has been renewed for a second season.
I
However,
didn't see it. Yes, big gay energy here, Carolyn. Yes.
always. However, the season will air on the CW instead of the aforementioned streaming service. Yeah, because DC Universe basically shot itself in the foot.
Yep.
The CW last fall acquired an exclusive linear window. I hope everybody who subscribed to it, by the way, got immediate refunds because that series just died immediately, or that service.
I'm so sad. I didn't get a chance to check it out. before,
It's
like,
ridiculous. Like, and I think
Yeah,
part of it was because of the
imagine
AT&T
paying for
merger.
a year
They
in
just
advance.
wanted to do something
Yep.
different.
They wanted to do what should have been the first time and all in one place.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Why couldn't Swamp Thing just move straight over to HBO Max? Why did they have to cancel it after it was critically acclaimed and beloved by fans and a massive success? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, sorry. I will never
It's
be
okay.
not mad about
Sean's
that.
never gonna let that go.
I will never
You're allowed to
let
be
that go.
passionate. Look,
Never.
Yeah.
you don't have to apologize for being passionate
Yeah.
about things you love, okay?
I know.
You're
Just-
here because you
It's
want to hear
infuriating.
your
gonna
It
find
was
some
so
way to bring it
goddamn
up.
good. Like,
Just say it.
oh.
I
Anyway,
need to see
anyway.
it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna blind buy it. It's that,
Oh, yeah.
I got that ready to read.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
I'm blind buying.
You'll love it.
Oh, I'm
Like,
pretty sure I will.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and what was it we were watching? The guy who plays Alec Holland was in It Chapter 2. He plays
Oh, I haven't seen chapter 2.
he plays the character of Stanley when he's grown up. I was like, hey,
Oh, okay.
it's Alec Holland. Cool.
Starring Stanley.
I like that actor. Anyway,
And I haven't seen the movie yet. I need to.
it's
Oh,
good.
first part.
It's good. However, the season will air on the CW instead of the Ashburn streaming service. And then the QZ rant. The CW last fall acquired an exclusive linear window as well as play on the network's non-linear platforms, including its debut on DC Universe. DC's Stargirl, which has been airing new episodes on the CW a day after they debuted day after their debut on DC Universe. Oh, this is interesting. Jude Law is in talks to play the villainous Captain Hook in Disney's live-action retelling of Peter Pan. Oh, yay, another live-action.
That'd
The
be an
first
interesting
episode-
take.
That
But-
would be okay because
Yeah.
the last live action Peter Pan 2003 is a little disappointing.
Yeah.
Called Pan or whatever. Maybe 2007
Yeah.
actually.
I
There's
can
been
tell
a
you
few.
something about Jude Law playing Captain Hook, though.
That'd be
Yeah,
amazing.
no,
It's
that's
gonna be
interesting. That's
unlike
interesting. Yeah.
any other
Yeah.
Captain Hook you've ever seen.
I hope he's so
I-
gay.
I like
Please
Jude
play
Law.
it extra gay.
Curious.
Please, please,
Very
please.
curious.
The scene of the gay relationship between Steam and Hook were placed in Hook,
Yeah.
and I want
Yeah,
them to
I
really
remember
implement
that,
it
yeah.
so that you can watch this movie and say that's the prequel to Hook.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to. I really
Um,
want it. Need a good Peter Pan that's live action.
So live-action
Never been done.
live-action retelling of Peter Pan based on Disney's 1953 animated movie. David Lowery, who directed the live-action Pete's Dragon, as well as 2017's A Ghost Story.
Pete's Dragon's amazing.
Yes, I remember you really liked it. I think I got you the
I have it. I
Blu-ray.
haven't watched. I
Yeah.
haven't watched it yet, but I have
Would
it.
have been a ghost story.
And
You can make me film.
is on board to helm Peter Pan and Wendy, and co-wrote the script with Toby Halbrooks. This is news that really excites me. Filmmaker Leigh Whannell is currently in negotiations to direct the upcoming Wolfman reboot for Universal, with Ryan Gosling starring as the title character. And Jason Blum's Blumhouse has boarded the picture to be produced along with Gosling. Whannell will also be writing the treatment for the film based on an original idea of his own and inspired by the 1941 classic. Lauren Schuker Bloom and Rebecca Angelo, writers on Netflix's Orange is the New Black, will write the script. Wow, that is like some serious credentials there.
Leigh Whannell is an amazing
That has potential.
filmmaker, so I'm good
Oh,
with it.
he's fantastic.
Always.
He's really helped to revolutionize like modern horror in a lot of ways with Blumhouse and all the stuff he's done.
As far as I'm concerned, the 2010, I think it was 2010, Wolfman with Benicio del Toro was fantastic.
Oh, I loved
but
it.
not well critically acclaimed enough, and
Yeah.
people didn't. It really didn't stick with people.
I loved it.
So as long as
I
this
thought it was
movie
all
can
right.
be as good as that one
Yeah.
and reach a wide audience that appreciates it, then
Well,
it'll be good.
I mean the new
Because that's the main thing for me at this point.
yeah.
I want a Universal horror movie that actually starts up the Universal horror franchises again.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, it's possible Invisible Man may have done that.
well,
because it
we're
got
gonna see
a
on
huge-
two, we need the second one.
It got a huge. Yeah, I mean, it was very well received. Everybody loved it. Critics, fans
Huge.
alike. Yeah, same here. I don't have it yet. I need to pick it up. But it's definitely high on the list for this year's Halloween reviews. So yeah. Anyway,
There's not a lot of like high budget werewolf films, so I welcome it.
true. Yeah.
And if it's a more closely related to that film, the Wolfman will look more like a Wolfman and less like a werewolf. That
Yeah.
was the one thing in Wolfman 2010, the new one, I think it's 2010.
Yeah, I
They
think
did
so.
went more werewolfy and
More
less
werewolf.
Wolfman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I prefer
that's true.
Wolfman to werewolf.
I
Yeah.
believe it
more
was
like-
actually Rick Baker again.
Yeah,
working
it is.
on it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it was.
Fucking phenomenal.
Oh, Rick Baker's
He's amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
He's one of the greatest special effects makers of all time.
Yeah.
Effects
Huge,
workers.
huge innovator.
Titan.
Absolutely, yeah, a giant in the industry. What's next year? The
Say
lights,
he's huge.
huge action. The likes of Sean Astin, Christopher Lloyd, and Tammy Stronach, who played the childlike Empress in the 1984 classic Neverending Story, is to star in and executive produce a new children's fantasy film, Man and Witch, written by Stronach's husband, Greg Steinbrunner. Will be directed by Rob Margolis and is described by the producers as a heartwarming homage to the lo-fi fantasy films of the 80s and a comic adventure that both fulfills and subverts the expectations of what a fantasy universe can be. Stronach will play a reclusive yet powerful and mysterious witch who loses her heart to a hapless goat herder when he hires her to break a curse by an evil wizard. Aiding the lo-fi 80s theme, the Jim Henson Creature Shop has been hired to create the puppets for Man and Witch's comic roles of the talking sheep, goose, and dog, which will be portrayed by a mixture of real animals and puppets. Well, that sounds
Craig
like
Yasmin's
fun.
in the chat, please. Craig Yasmin's in the chat. Oh my God.
I'm totally down for that. That sounds like fun. So what's it called? Man and Witch. Okay. I have to keep an eye out for that one. I'm sure we'll hear all about it when it gets closer to being made or coming out. HBO Max has picked up a 12-episode season of Young Love, a 2D animated series created by Matthew A. Cherry, based on the characters from Cherry and Sony Pictures Animation's Oscar-winning short film Hair Love. Cherry and longtime animation creative Carl Jones, The Boondocks and Black Dynamite, will serve as showrunners for the series, which expands on the world of the Young family, including millennial parents Stephen and Angela, their daughter Zuri, and her pet cat Rocky, as they juggle careers, marriage, parenthood, social issues, and multi-generational dynamics while striving to make a better life for themselves. Cool. ABC is teaming with Empire co-creator Lee Daniels for a reboot of the coming-of-age comedy, The Wonder Years. Nearly 30 years since it wrapped its 6-season run. Only this time it will feature a black family. The comedy has received a sizable pilot production commitment and will open a mini writer's room once the network approves the script. Nice. The goal, per sources, is for the new Wonder Years to be developed for the 2021-22 television season. While the original series featured Fred Savage and revolved around a white middle-class family in the 1960s suburbs, the Disney-owned network's new take focuses on a black middle-class family in Montgomery, Alabama, in the turbulent late 60s. Oh, that sounds like it could be really interesting. Yeah.
They could have gone either a completely different direction, like they're doing, or brought Fred Savage back and make him the dad.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's true.
I would accept those are the only two things I would accept.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And so they went with one of them, and I'm good with it. So I'll check it out.
Yeah. No, that's definitely something I'd like to check out.
Something different than the original series, but still the same.
But with the same vibe. So it'll have like the
Yeah.
the guy narrating from
Yes.
when he's an adult and stuff. Yeah, I love that format. I think it's a really fun format.
I really
What if
do.
they'll
Yeah.
get to narrate?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find
Someone's
out.
very iconic voice, I imagine.
Yeah.
Some
Come
degree.
on, Dave Chappelle. Come on.
Jason Martin Lawrence, go.
Oh boy. Martin Lawrence. Really? Really?
Chris Rock, all the way.
Well, Chris Rock already
Actually-
did that.
Actually, Chris Rock, I could
might
see.
actually
I can see him doing
Chris Rock
that,
Could actually
yeah.
do a really good job, honestly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
because he's already done it.
He's
I know.
done stuff like that. Yeah, like his comedy's
I was
very like
saying,
that.
You
Yeah,
do a really good job.
yeah.
I'm just saying his show that he did. That's exactly.
Oh, was it
what
According to
that
Chris
show
or whatever?
was
What was
Wonder
it? I
Years.
forget what it was
Yeah,
called.
that's one
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
Terry Crews was his dad.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Like
yeah.
he was the fucking narrator over the voice
Yeah.
of the young.
I remember.
Oh, so it
I'm
was
saying,
literally The Wonder Years with Chris Rock.
I still think he can do it. I think it would be great.
There you go.
It'd
I
be
need
like a double.
to
It could also
see.
be a reference.
I need to
But
see
this
that
is, to be clear, this is wildly different because
Yeah.
it's a completely different area. It's
Yeah.
like they're talking about Montgomery, Alabama in this new one,
now.
right?
In the '60s,
As opposed to the
and-
other one was set in like the city. So
Yeah,
It was set in
like the
Bronx, is what I
suburbs.
remember.
yeah.
But
And I
yeah, that
believe
should
it
be
was
interesting. So
summer
I mean,
at the
that's
time, too. Yeah.
so we'll have
70s.
lots of comedy and I mean a perfect period for some heart wrenching drama as well. So yeah, looking forward to that. Definitely want to check that out. During a recent interview with Entertainment Weekly, filmmaker Edgar Wright mentioned there are plans, not for a direct sequel exactly, but for some kind of anime-style take on the Scott Pilgrim comic series. Says, there's some plans, and there's nothing official yet, but there are some plans. to revisit the material in an animation way. Okay, there's
Totally
plans, folks.
does.
There's plans.
The
Uh,
ending of the book, the comics weren't even done when the movie happened. So
Oh, yeah.
it'll be different. You'll
Yeah.
have some new thing to watch.
Wright told EW, we've been talking with Brian Lee O'Malley and with executive producer Jared LaBeouf for a while about what if we did something with the books in anime form. It's being discussed as we speak. Cool. Prolific producers Ryan Murphy and Jason Blum are teaming with Netflix for a feature adaptation of the Stephen King short story Mr. Harrigan's Phone. The story comes from the New York Times best-selling collection If It Bleeds and follows a young boy who befriends an older billionaire who lives in his small-town neighborhood. They bond over the man's first iPhone. But when the man dies, the boy discovers that not everything dead is gone and finds himself able to communicate with his friend from the grave by leaving voicemails on the iPhone that was buried with him. John Lee Hancock, the filmmaker behind The Blind Side and Saving Mr. Banks, has been tapped to write and direct. Nice.
That'd be cool.
After 2 seasons, I don't think this is accurate, it's actually 4 seasons. After 4 seasons, Netflix has decided to cancel the supernatural series The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Showrunner Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa made the announcement on Wednesday night. It says, working on Chilling Adventures of Sabrina has been an incredible honor from day one. The cast, beginning with Kiernan as everyone's favorite teen witch, has been an absolute joy. I am beyond thankful to the crew, writers, editors, assistants, and everyone for pouring so much love, into this dark dream of a show, said Aguirre-Sacasa. I'm also grateful to our partners at Netflix, Warner Brothers, Berlanti Television, and Archie Comics for letting us tell the story we wanted to tell the way we wanted to tell it. We can't wait for everyone to see Part 4. The 4th part will debut sometime in 2020. Yeah, and as far as I know, it is going to have like a proper ending to it, so it's going to wrap up all the loose threads from the series. So
Yeah, at least it's going to end properly.
yeah,
Not
well,
just,
and
like,
they got
stop.
sufficient notice that they can tie everything up. But no, I think that's. I mean, that'll be a good compact length for the story, you know. And I gotta get caught up on that. I'm like in the middle of season 2 right now, or part 2, I guess. Also gotta get caught up on Riverdale. Video game news. We'll just hold on a second here. There's a little bit of other news here. Book news. Oh yeah, book news. This is big. Ready Player One author Ernest Cline is stepping back into the Oasis with his long gestating sequel, Ready Player 2, launching November 24th in North America. Cline has stated that the novel would have a different storyline involving all of the characters while still exploring pop culture references like the first book. So there you go.
Interesting.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, I know you've read that one a few times, eh, Eric? Yeah, I know
I
you're
have
a
also.
big fan of it.
It's one of my favorite novels, but like I
Nice.
didn't think it needed a sequel, so I'm hesitant. I'm worried.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried
I don't
it's
know,
not live up to anything. It's got to live up to something.
I'm less worried about him wondering, or me wondering where he's going to take the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited to get back into the Oasis, get back
Into
into
that
that, hear
world.
more about that world. Yeah.
I'm worried it's gonna come off hollow after, like, compared
I
to
don't know.
I said I'm worried. I didn't say, I'm
We'll
gonna give it a
see.
chance with him out like everything else. I'm definitely gonna buy it because I want to put it next to my other one.
So, Garbage Gamer, what's on the screen this week?
A whole bunch of stuff and a lot of screens.
Cool.
3 screens, in fact.
So many
Yeah, so
screens of stuff, of screens.
The
The one on the far left. The one on the far left is very familiar to me.
Yeah, I got a little
Far
epic pinball.
Mhm.
The
All
original
of those,
Quake.
right?
That's Quake 3 Arena.
Quake 3 Arena, I probably played several hundred hours of easy. Just
Yeah.
online, just shooting other people like the mad girl.
Yeah, so this is obviously from last week. This is my custom built PC. This is my satellite 315 CDS, which I now have a power supply for, obviously, and it's up and running. And that's my Mac, my iBook G4, the only piece of Apple software that exists in this house. Right there. That's it. And it's old. It's retro, so.
That's what it is. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay. So, video game news this week. We got the gameplay trailer for Shadow Warrior 3.
What? I missed
Yeah.
that. Is it
Shadow-
awesome?
Oh, really?
It's-
Okay.
Yeah, Shadow Warrior 3, Way to Motoko is what it's.
I mean,
the
like,
title.
is he saying all the non-PC racist
Oh,
crap
it-
still?
They went back
Hard
to
to
the
paint?
original Shadow Warrior. So he is as tongue in cheek the
Hard
original
to
Shadow.
paint.
Yes,
Oh man, I gotta see the trailer for this. I don't know if that's
It
gonna
is-
work.
it is all the way back to Who Want Some Wang.
Oh, that's great.
Level of
God,
Lord Wang.
such
and it's
so
very
bad.
nice.
It's
So
so
bad.
bad.
All the other Shadow Warrior games I think are on sale right now too, like the old ones,
Yep.
and the remastered old one and the two recent
That's the property.
ones.
There's like so much like cultural racism in that. I'm shocked to
Yep.
bring that property back.
Yep.
It's one of those series like, really?
It's
Wow.
one of those properties
Alright.
where
There's an audience.
Of course.
it literally like lives and thrives on, poking at stuff like that and making people feel uncomfortable. That's like its bread and butter.
I mean,
So-
I get it. In some ways,
Kind of
I
like
think they
Postal.
succeed.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Postal. Yeah.
It's tongue in cheek, right? It's
I
not
know.
like, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like it pushes the line. Both those games push the line in a way that makes
None
some
of it's
people
intentional. It's all poke for fun. Turn your brain off, and just stare at it. It's like a train wreck. But the next one here, there is last year or the year before. So Devolver Digital. When they had their press conference, there was that little weird free game that they released on Steam.
Okay.
And it was
Well, it wasn't free. Or no, there was a free one.
it was free.
I got it. Now let's get out. Right.
Well, they did it again. Devolver Digital had their expo little stream thing today, and one of the free games Devolverland Expo is what it's called, and it's fucking weird, but it is free on Steam. You go onto Steam, you just type in Devolverland, and you'll find it.
Devolverland.
And it's some kind of, it's showing off all the new games that are coming out, but it's like a weird looking, like, bubble first person shooter, kind of just, I don't know. I don't even know.
But by the way, thank you, Smeghound, for the 500 bits 39 minutes ago. Sorry, I don't know how I missed that.
There you go.
And all of
And
the
there's sound alert time?
all the free emotes that went to, that's not sound alerts though, that's just
Oh,
regular
you're right,
alerts.
isn't
Yeah.
it?
And all the emotes that went to 10 random people in chat. So thank you very much, much obliged. Still Pride Month, by the way. We got 4 more days to collect the rest of those Pride emotes. I've got most of them now. I think I'm just missing a couple. So let's keep those bits flying. Let's get all those emotes.
Oh hey, I got a new one.
Did you?
Yeah, I got a Pride koala. Cool.
Yay! I think I got that one at some point.
Cute.
I like that one. It's cute. Yeah.
Be gay, do crimes. Hey, bird.
Be gay, do crimes.
Nice to see you again.
All of the gay.
Let Eric continue.
Sorry.
Sorry, we interrupted you with our love of all things gay.
The next one here, we got another gameplay trailer for Serious Sam 4. And, holy crap in a hat.
Holy shit in a mitt.
It's quite literally, they took all the, obviously they're going back to, they listened to all the issues and problems with Serious Sam 3 BFE, and they literally just went, okay, there's a lot of things you liked, a lot of things you didn't. They took out all the things we didn't, kept all the things we liked, and then merged it with, Serious Sam 2. And I'm like, I'm okay with this.
Okay.
So there's a lot of the weapons that are the same from Serious Sam 3, but the big thing they changed is they took out the reload mechanic.
So you don't
Ah.
have to reload anymore?
That goes back to the old games where it's literally just you hold down the fire button and don't let go.
Oh, freagasm.
Nice.
So and I said I liked the assault rifle, I liked the minigun, I liked the grenade launcher that they had in Serious Sam 3, but all of them had ammo, ammo limits.
Oh,
and they all had the standard clip limit. So it's like, no, this isn't Serious Sam. I can't fire an assault rifle 30 times and have to stop and reload. No, my assault rifle needs 700 shots and just never reload. So it's just like, so yeah, and also a lot of them you can go akimbo on most of it. Again, going back to like Serious Sam 2 and
Hell yeah.
for
Little chain gun?
yeah, dual wielding fucking chain guns.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about my
Dual
favorite part
wielding-
about Time Splitters 1 was the dual wielding chain guns.
Yeah, dual wielding miniguns is also something you can do, which was an update to the VR versions, was dual wielding every weapon in the game. So if you want to dual wield cannons, you very easily can. It's a weird feeling. We got another trailer for, I know, a game. This is going to be a game that Chance is really going to love. It's a WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
Oh yes, this looks interesting.
Yes, it looks
weird, but
it looks like goofy fun, and our favorite female professional wrestler is in the game officially.
It looks like it can be very good for casuals who are just kind of interested in it and want.
You know what it seriously reminds me of? If they were to do an HD remaster of like WrestleMania on the N64.
Dude, if he did a remaster of the WrestleMania arcade game, I would lose my goddamn shit. You kidding me?
Oh, I know.
Hey, thanks, Swinghound.
But it's like
more
they took
emotes for everybody.
It's like they took Ready to Rumble boxing and mixed it with WrestleMania on the N64 and made it in HD. And it's just like, that's this game. It's just wacky, off the wall, has all of your favorite modern and classic wrestlers in it. It just looks like so much fun. And it doesn't take itself too seriously.
Well, the thing about No Mercy is WWE No Mercy is the best wrestling game, not because of its graphics, but because of the game system itself. The game engine and the combat system, the grapple system is unlike any other game that came after it other than Japanese-only games. So that's why people love No Mercy.
I'm going to ask
Shut the fuck up, Sean.
But
I
apparently,
fucking put my hand up like this to feel if there was any air coming from the fan that's right fucking here.
And I've been silently
Because
mocking
I didn't
him.
want it making any noise.
that's what you're doing. Okay.
Yes.
That's why you were trying to
John is over here
I
like,
thought you were trying to do your focus or something.
Yeah, that's like a focus or like a white balance. Or something
Like,
like that.
Yeah.
oh,
I have to go like that with my camera all the time, so I have to pull this you'll see me do this on stream. I just go like this.
Oh, like the white,
balance
the white balance. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
no.
Hey, thanks, Major
3 hours
Matoko.
into a stream.
Anyway, though, yes, I'm
Yeah.
very excited for the new WWE 2K Battlegrounds.
There's a company, wrestling company called AEW Wrestling. AE Wrestling to me, I love them. They're the best product right now. But they want their video game to have the same grapple system as WWE No Mercy. So that has potential to be really good. We'll see.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
They want that game system.
But yeah, like I said, they confirmed our favorite Asuka, our favorite female.
Asuka.
Is it Asuka?
Asuka.
They said. I know her. I know her as Kana-chan.
That's
Kana-chan. Kana-chan
Kana's
TV.
amazing.
Well,
Well, how do you know Kana-chan TV?
Yeah, everybody loves Kana-chan TV.
No, how do you know? Because that's her YouTube.
It's a
She was
YouTube
that.
channel.
That was like, by the way, I've been subscribed to her YouTube channel for forever. Nobody's been subscribed to her YouTube channel until recently. I started doing videos like this, but like way back when she was still wrestling in Japan.
Thank you.
Every now and
Thank
then,
you very much.
a video will be put up.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
we
I've
got
been following for a long time.
we got the hype train going, folks. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
People did. You created a hype train.
Whoa, it's the hype
We
train!
had a match at Del Rey in America, the first match in the U.S. And it was amazing.
It's going 24%, everybody. You got 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's all one of the more recent video versions discovered that she was on
Oh, yeah.
I know. Yeah, for all the people out there.
Oh yeah, it's like bird chicken
Hype train!
Be subscribed to an adorable YouTube channel. Yeah, go find Kana-chan TV.
Everybody's like, I can't even hear my own inner thoughts. I was playing the hype train sound. I'm Man-Thing, apparently. Look at that. That's crazy.
Cthulhu.
30. Yeah, I know. It's a joke. Jesus Christ. Anyway.
What's the joke?
44% on the hype train.
Can you explain the joke? I didn't get the joke, Sean.
No.
Yeah, I tried.
44%. We can easily hit level 1, guys. I know we can do it. We've done it so many times before. I know you can do it.
Just
Do you
Do
want
it.
free
Do
emotes
it.
or not?
Yeah. Well, exactly. Everybody gets emotes and the hype and the train and the bits and the hype and the
like-
bits and the train and
trains.
the emotes and trains.
so many trains.
I like trains.
Trains.
I like trains.
That's the Astif movies.
Yeah.
I like trains, kid. I like trains.
Remember that
That's
scene
always.
with the train and Unbreakable?
I like trains.
I would like to rewatch Unbreakable, so I can watch. I saw Splinter, but I need to rewatch. I need to get the Blu-ray for Unbreakable.
That should be the sound if we don't make it.
What?
What sound? What's going on?
The sound effect is called Train Hits Guy.
Oh God. Yes, Unbreakable's great. No one's saying otherwise.
Unbreakable is great. I like Unbreakable. I haven't seen it in a long time though. My camera. I gotta fix the camera. Oh, it's because I think I showed the screen and it made it.
We're
We're
already
50% on the hype train.
Halfway there.
Come on, someone donate
Halfway
$5.
Minute and a half
there.
left. You can do
$5
it.
subscriptions. Come on,
You can do it. Gift subs, bits. Gift
Murder
subs,
on the
subs,
Orient
bits.
Hype train.
Make the hype train go. Gotta get to Alabama by way of Albuquerque. Another thing starting with Al. Albacore
Albuquerque.
tuna on the hype train.
One of my favorite Weird Al songs.
Oh, there we
That's the
go.
real point of the
Oh
song.
shit!
Well, I'm trying to get across.
Holy
here right now.
moly.
I
Gift
need
sub
more.
to
We
Michael.
need
Hey.
more.
Sauerkraut.
There you go. Hey, Michael, you got...
Two more.
I got...
Four more.
What have I got? I've got like a neon monkey on my head. Like, what the hell?
That's a parrot, dude. His name's
Oh, it's a parrot. Okay. I couldn't tell.
I know.
It
That's
looked-
why I explained it.
It looked like a monkey. Which would make
Wow,
sense
you
for
guys
me.
can't
I am
get
a
to
monkey.
69,
But 38
like, wow.
seconds, guys. 38
Lame.
seconds.
At least did it,
35.
I used the word
69 for the
line.
joke.
34. 30
Albuquerque.
seconds. 30 seconds.
You would think I'm in the lane claim to fame music video, but it's not even close to my favorite Weird Al song, even though I'm in the video. It's like, you should be. but,
15
like,
seconds.
It's a good song, but like, but it's not like Albuquerque
There
or
was
anything.
no way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Oh no.
failure.
By the time you started counting, the time you started counting, it was over before you realized that. Okay.
Well,
at least 15 seconds behind.
We
us.
didn't make it, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
close to never.
Doesn't
We'll get there
matter.
eventually.
Outside.
Oh, well. Everybody wanted to hear the sound. I need to have a less funny fail sound, I think. You'll be more inclined to succeed. Okay, that was fun. Anyway, back to the news.
I was actually on to the last bit of news.
Oh, okay.
So the last one here is Sega, bit of a different company there. Made a bit of a late announcement for the 60th anniversary of their company and of Sega as a whole, and they announced coming December of 2020 in Japan. Not sure when it's coming to the U.S. or to North American countries. It's another mini console. It is the Sega's Astro City Mini.
Oh, okay.
It's a tiny arcade cabinet in vein of
Oh yeah.
the Geo Mini.
Okay, interesting.
And if I wish I had a picture of it because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that don't know what a Sega Astro City is.
Yeah.
Well,
like
I can
me.
see if I can
I'm
find
sitting
one.
here like,
Hold
okay,
on.
but where's this mini Sega Saturn?
I forgot.
Come
I forgot
on.
until you mentioned that. I remember it was like over a week ago that about a week ago that got posted. Probably Sunday or Monday.
Well, mini Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Sega Saturn, not Mega Saturn.
Sega Astro. So, I think we had something similar here in Canada. The Sega Palladium.
Probably seen another
We
name
had
for it.
Palladiums all over the place here.
The reason why they went with the Astro City design
Here we
is
are.
because Astro Cities are still in use and popular in Japan to this day.
Yes, I found a picture of
Ah.
one in Japan. Hold on a second. I'll grab this and then
Cool.
we'll show
I'm looking
it.
forward. There's the selection, like the selection of games possible for that. It's just like,
Oh yeah. So
that's probably one I might actually get since it's
Astro
like,
City,
stuff that
and
probably
then they're
won't get
doing.
released
if you
elsewhere.
look in Cram, Sean and I posted the picture of what the actual mini looks like.
The actual
That's-
mini.
Ah,
Okay. Actually, I got one. I think I got one here. Oh yeah, there we
I
go.
think I need more chips. I'm gonna get more
There we
chips.
go. I can grab that. Save that one.
But while you're pulling that up, it is going to be releasing December of 2020 for 14,000 yen, 14,080 yen, or 128 bucks, which is actually not bad because it's being released with.
Okay. So this is what an Astro City looks like in Japan. So it's like this
those,
sort of
actually dead on that. Those are Astro City cabinets.
colorful, cool arcade, nice comfy stools and stuff.
Yeah, they could be rotated, horizontal, or vertical, as you can tell.
And then we have wherever it went. Okay, so then they're doing like little portable versions of those style of cabinets.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
the Astro City Mini.
The Astro City Mini. There you go.
Yeah, it's going to be a 6-button
nice.
layout. It's going to have be powered USB Type C. It's going to have HDMI out, so you can actually display it onto a large TV. It's going to come. It's pretty much it's like the Neo Geo Mini. It's going to have separate controllers you can buy. They have a D-pad and 6 buttons.
There you go.
And there's going to be 36 games that are going to come onto the system.
36.
They have not announced all of them, but they did announce a few, and the few that they announced, quite promising. So listen to this.
Okay.
These are the ones that are confirmed and announced so far.
Okay.
Alien Syndrome, Alien Storm,
Nice.
Golden Axe,
Nice.
Golden Axe, The Revenge of Death Adder,
Nice.
Columns 2, Dark Edge, Puzzle and Action, Tanter, I think is what they call it.
Okay.
It's Tant-R.
Okay.
TANT-R.
TANT. Dash R.
It's going to have Virtua Fighter,
I gathered from the picture.
Fantasy Zone, and Altered Beast.
Welcome to the Fantasy Zone.
So,
Check these
yeah,
are for
that's
Fantasy
just
Zone.
the games that were announced so far. So if there's going to be 36 of games of that category,
Yeah,
that caliber, holy shit!
that's pretty cool.
I see why it's 128 bucks.
Mhm. So are they all in like one? Oh, I get it. So it's like they're all in one little machine, like you're saying,
Yeah.
like the other minis.
Yes.
So yeah, cool.
Like all the other mini consoles, correct?
Yes.
So it's going to be a
quick.
like I said,
Okay. Sorry about that.
of the Neo Geo Mini. So
Very cool.
yeah, that looks. I saw that. And I'm like, that's just. I'm thinking this is Sega's response to their Game Gear Micro, and just the very warm reception that the kind of world gave it. And they're like, no, we have something cooler.
Like,
Bam.
I actually want a Game Gear kind of a reboot kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
but a micro version. They
Yeah, I
missed
don't want
the
small.
point there.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't
Oh,
want
that
something
thing.
Like this
Yeah,
sitting here
I'd
going,
already forgotten that existed.
Yeah.
I was so uninterested in it.
I really don't think. I mean, that thing wasn't even really all that popular when it was announced in Japan.
No,
So I really don't think it's going to leave Japan.
it's like far
It's gonna
too
be one of those things.
too many.
There are some
unplayable.
interesting games on the Game Gear, but
Yeah.
again, like
Unplayable.
It's
I mean,
too
there's like
small.
at least
Yeah,
four
that's
separate
ridiculous.
ones for $50 a piece.
Yeah.
Right.
And only, I mean, if you don't speak Japanese, there's really only one of them that's going to be of any use to you at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the other ones are full of RPGs that are not
Oh, yeah.
translated at all.
All the kanji.
All the Japanese, like, I think it's the blue one or the red one that has like Sonic 2 on it and
Uh-huh.
Sonic 2 and 3.
Zone, and it has mostly just like action platformers, something
Yeah.
that you don't need a lot of Japanese to not
No.
play.
Just know
Or
which
have
button do
fun
I
with.
push, and that's
But
it.
the other ones are full-on, long-winded JRPGs.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're into that thing and you know how to speak Japanese, by all means, you know, but...
yeah.
Yep.
So, like I said, and honestly, again, I don't want to be playing a long-winded JRPG on something that's literally this big.
Well, no. Who the hell in their right mind would? Like, I feel like
If anyone's
squinting
wondering,
for 80 hours.
So. But this was like the closest in size comparison that I could think of probably what the actual size is.
That's probably bigger.
And it's probably a bigger screen too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's definitely a bigger stream.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So
That's a
yeah.
bad idea.
So yeah, looking forward to the Astro City Mini because in some weird way, I'm finally going to own an Astro City cabinet.
There you go.
When I was getting into arcade collecting and looking at arcade cabinets and stuff, I seriously considered trying to swing an Astro City purely because of size and weight.
Yeah.
They're so much lighter than any of the particle board and MDF cabinets that we have
Oh,
here
really?
in the US.
It's
So
all
that-
plastic, isn't it? Like,
It's mostly plastic
Yeah.
and it's modular.
okay.
It's a modular system. It was a
It comes
plug
apart easily.
system.
Yeah.
It comes, everything has door hinges. Everything lifts up.
Nice.
It's all that. So it's just like
That's what I know. That's about as much as I know about them. They're made of like mostly plastic and they're modular. I don't know anything else about it.
So, like,
Yeah.
without the monitor,
For the
in-
game.
with all the hardware in it, minus the monitor, the thing weighed like 75 pounds.
Wow.
The monitor was like 80% of the weight.
Oh, yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Which, putting in a 29-inch CRT, yeah.
Oh,
that
CRTs
damn
are
thing was like
beasts.
400 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know. I still have a couple of CRTs, and I hate
That was
when
the
I
most
ever have to
nerve-wracking
move them
thing I
anywhere.
ever done, by the way, was putting that new monitor in that cabinet that I built.
Yeah.
That was the most nerve-wracking thing I'd ever done.
Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Don't drop it.
because I had to drop it blindly into a hole perfectly onto 4 screws.
Wow.
And the whole thing I was thinking of, man, the wood's going to snap. This thing's just going to go funk.
Whoa. Apparently I'm being
Big
chased
one.
around by monsters while I'm chasing after scantily clad women. Yep. Here we go.
That sounds like how you, yeah.
My brother's favorite TV show.
That's like literally you.
Thanks, Jill.
I mean, you're more respectful, but I mean, that's
Yes,
the point.
of course.
Still.
Of course.
Sean's
But I am
That
constantly
relates
being chased by
to something
monsters.
I watched this
so,
Oh,
so that's it for the video game.
cabinet assembly music, yeah.
Cabinet. Funk.
Yeah.
Funk.
And then dun 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 dun
Like,
dun
I'm
dun
amazed I
dun
got
dun
things
dun.
built as far as I'm totally the level of skill of someone, like getting someone put all the way
Assembling the
together,
cabinet.
handling, putting in the last nail, and just going bing, and the whole thing just like folds apart.
Yeah. No.
That's me.
And we're done. Crash.
I quit.
I'm just
Wow.
like,
That's crazy. Alrighty, well that's pretty cool. Like I remember, I was actually roommates with my friend Jason for a little while, and in his section of town they had a Sega Palladium, and we would go over there all the time. It was just because we're both, video game nuts. So we would go over there and just like spend the day, spend like an entire afternoon. And they had like a snack bar there. You could get food and and stuff. And but it was like all the games were on like the big CRT screen, so it was like big screen gaming for everything. And they had like rows of the racing games you could play against other people, and it was awesome. It was so cool. And it was like this multi-floor thing too. It was like just a huge. It was like a big stadium-style warehouse of games, but all like flashing lights and futuristic and cool.
There was a place when I was little, in my hometown. It was called Funworks.
Okay.
And
Funworks, huh? With an X?
Say what?
With an X?
No, just Funworks.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't that 90s cool.
No.
Oh, wow.
But it was the same idea. You walked in, and it was literally at one point, it was probably a business warehouse.
Okay.
It's just this big, giant-ass warehouse.
Yeah.
And it was just wall-to-wall arcade games. And, I mean, that's where I played all the classics that I know of. Everything from Daytona USA, Afterburner, Wave Runner. Because they had the full-size cabinets for these things.
I had a 2.5-hour nap earlier.
Oh, did you?
They had the Wave Runner with the full-size wave machine replica that you sat on and played. The big rear projection screen, and it's just like, oh my god, so many great games. And I still say that the sound of the theme of Daytona USA is
Your daughter looks like a dramatic artist.
Is the epitome of a 90s arcade.
Skinslip says you look like a dramatic artist.
The turtleneck,
The hold on.
So,
sorry, Eric.
Fluff on
Didn't mean
there.
to-
There you go.
No, you're good. Everyone in the chat's agreeing with me. Anyway.
Zutalor. Nobody
If you
understands
just-
my art.
If you just want to know what it was like in a 90s arcade, just have
That's right.
2 games running and like a crowd
and one of those,
like a crowd of
stripe.
people talking, and you only need 2 games running.
Yes.
You need Street Fighter 2, and you need Daytona USA.
Yes.
Those 2 songs playing at the same time
Yep.
with a crowd of people talking, and you're in a 90s arcade. Period.
Daytona. Yeah. There you go.
So
But you need all the old school games too, random bleeping and blooping, and
I used to
that's
actually
cool,
have
like,
that. My old front end for my arcade cabinet used to not play music, and it would actually play, and it was a 3-hour-long recording that someone set up a microphone in an arcade.
Nice.
And he had it and he went to a retro arcade too, and he had a 2-hour-long recording of 80s arcade and 90s arcade, and you can actually hear the differences.
Yeah.
You can hear the different games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's just like,
That'd be interesting. Actually, I'd love to. That'd be great ambience to put on.
oh, it is, yeah. And
Yeah.
you listen to it, and it clicks in instantly. You're just like,
You're
oh my
there.
god.
That's very true, though. Like as games evolve, I mean, it's sort of the overall soundscape you would hear would be different in those. Like I would probably I would remember the 80s one and early 90s. I think it was like mid 90s, right? Sort of drifted away from going into arcades. But also arcades were kind of disappearing because home consoles were just getting so much more powerful that there wasn't as much incentive to go to the arcades. A lot of times it was like you go to the arcade to play the better version of that game.
Oh yeah,
Because
almost all the time actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because the consoles couldn't do it as well. They didn't have the same level of processing power. But then the playing field started to level, and then home consoles got better, and suddenly it was the dynamic completely changed. So.
Our arcade was Family Fun Zone. I was open to like late 90s at least.
Family Fun Zone.
Yep.
I just found them on YouTube,
Oh yeah,
and instantly right off the bat, I could listen to it like 10 seconds,
yeah.
and I heard Hadouken, and I'm like,
Oh,
there it is.
yeah. There it is. Yes, you would hear that all the
little
time.
like boom, rumble of the Daytona theme in the background.
Yeah.
I go, holy shit, yeah, I was right.
What were you gonna say, Sal?
You guys should use those for your Be Right Back screen on Twitch.
Yeah, that's
Since it probably
possibility.
wouldn't be picked up by copyright,
Yeah.
I have one's an hour long. Or actually, one's an hour 6, one's an hour 5.
Yeah.
And one's from a 1981 arcade and a 1983 arcade. So it'll have different sounds.
Please
That's
send me
very
the links
specific.
for those.
Yeah,
I would love to check those out. Yeah, very cool. So let's see. Let's finish up the news here. We got
Oh yeah.
got some in memoriams, some very sad ones this week. We lost Charles Daniels, American singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist with a 62-year career from 1958 to 2020, known for his contributions to southern rock, country, and bluegrass music. He was best known for his number one country hit, "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." Daniels was active as a singer and musician from the 1950s and has been inducted into many Hall of Fames, most recently the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2016.
That's a long time.
Ronnie and Donnie Gallion, American conjoined twins. The boys were exhibited in sideshows throughout the U.S. and later in Latin America. Their tours made them celebrities and provided an income with which they supported their family until their retirement in 1991. According to the 2009 Guinness Book of World Records, the Gallions were the oldest living set of conjoined twins in the world, and as of October 2014, possessed the world's record for the longest-lived conjoined twins in history at 68 years old. We lost Nick Cordero, Canadian Broadway television and film actor with a 15-year career from 2005 to 2020. He was nominated for the Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a Musical for his role as Cheech in the 2014 Broadway musical Bullets Over Broadway. He also appeared in the stage adaptation of A Bronx Tale, as well as an off-Broadway adaptation of The Toxic Avenger, playing the title character.
Nice.
This one just broke my heart to hear. Naya Rivera, American actress. I was really hoping she wouldn't be on the obituaries this week, but yeah. American actress, model, and singer with a nearly 30-year career from 1991 to 2020. She began her career as a child actress and model, appearing in national television commercials before landing the role of Hillary Winston on the short-lived CBS sitcom The Royal Family at the age of 4. 1991 to 1992. After a series of recurring television roles and guest spots as a teenager, Rivera received her breakthrough role as an adult as Santana Lopez on the Fox television series Glee from 2009 to 2015, for which she received nominations for numerous accolades. And this one, I think, hit all of us really hard. We lost Ennio Morricone this week. Legendary film composer.
So.
Yeah. It says, again, I, Raptor, cannot do this man justice, so I turn it to the gentleman and lady to give their thoughts and reflect on the working career of the late, great Ennio Morricone. Wow, where do we even begin with that? Holy shit.
The maestro is gone.
The maestro, yeah. Well, of course, everybody knows him from his famous westerns.
So much more, though.
Oh, I know, but the stuff he did with Sergio Leone. I think my introduction to his music was probably The Thing, actually, the first time I had ever heard of him, and some other stuff I can't recall off the top of my head. But he did so many films. Like if you look at
every genre.
Yeah.
A lot of horror, or a lot of like
a lot of giallo, actually.
Giallo. A lot of giallo and crime stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's like a huge fucking hole in the film world, you know.
He's one of those.
Yeah. He's one of those guys who builds worlds with his music.
Oh my god, yes.
Without his music, Sergio Leone's movies would not be even nearly as good.
Yeah,
you
the music really.
No offense
the music made those movies, really.
Yeah. Music was half the story.
It's really amazing how much his music would contribute to a movie, and as you say, the story. It's like. It's part of the story. It's part of the storytelling, is with the music, and he was one of the great composers to do that. You know, everybody has their distinct themes, and there's distinct motifs for certain moods, and it's just his
soundtrack for Deputy Sucker's off.
His music is amazing. There's also, what was it? Death Rides a Horse was one of his as well, which I love the music in that one.
Ducky Sucker gives each character like their own themes, and it's so strong that be listening to a piece and then that character's theme introduced. Already it's a scene where a character's walked into frame.
Yeah, most of his scores are like that. The Thing was different. The Thing was kind of a departure for him. He wanted to kind of be more experimental and kind of follow along the more kind of atmospheric style of John Carpenter's music. So he wanted to kind of, follow a similar philosophy for that. And then sadly, a lot of his music wasn't even used in the film. There's only a few pieces that he composed that are actually used in the film. The rest was done, I think, uncredited by John Carpenter and Alan Howarth. More of a synthesizer score. But a lot of Ennio Morricone stuff incorporates synthesizer as well in that score. But, interesting side note, later, many years later, like, I had the soundtrack and I'd listened to it so many times, I loved it, even though I knew, a lot of the music wasn't in the film. You could definitely feel the vibe of the movie in the music. And I really enjoyed that. And then years later, watching Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight, some pieces of music came on in the soundtrack. I'm like, this is from The Thing. This is the unused tracks from The Thing. Finally, they were used in something, and it was used beautifully in that, very effectively in that movie. So yeah, interesting.
I'm not mistaken. That's what he won the award for. Finally recognized for his music.
Yeah.
The Academy Award.
Nice. Well,
career,
He was an amazing composer, an amazing career.
He won when he was retired. Best part. He was
know,
retired
like,
for years.
Anytime we would be watching a movie and we'd see his name pop up, music by, we'd be like, "Oh, it's an Ennio Morricone score." We'd like get all excited because we knew we were in for something special.
I literally now at this point, anytime I'm like looking through movies to buy on Kino Lorber or whatever, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm looking around, and one of the things I look for is the composer, and if it's Ennio Morricone, I don't care what the fucking movie is or what it's about. Buying it.
Absolutely.
Donaggio is another one of those composers that's very prolific in the Italian, Italian side.
But,
also amazing themes. Yeah, no, Ennio Morricone is just he'll never be replaced. He's one of a kind, like literally. I know a lot of people,
but
no one can be replaced. I mean, like, the gap in skill from Leone to the next best guy is a big margin. That's what I mean by he can't be replaced.
Yeah, he's one of the legends of film composing for sure. Will always be remembered, always be cherished, never forgotten, and his music will live on forever.
Absolutely.
So, R.I.P. to the maestro. So, that is all the news that's fit to geek, ladies and gentlemen. Let's I think it was just old age, Buster. Honestly, he was getting up there. He was like in his 90s.
His late 80s. He might have had something, but he was
late 80s, 90s. It's really
early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah, but I mean, he
at
lived.
At that time, and most men are just dead already.
Lived a very full life, very, very long.
Yeah,
career.
one cool thing I will note is that as early as like last year, 2019, I think it was in June or July of 2019. He was performing at the Baths of Caracalla in Rome. Like, in an open air fucking ancient fucking structure, Roman structure.
Like a Colosseum.
He was performing. He was performing his work.
It's an amphitheater.
Well, it wasn't technically an amphitheater, but they kind of have turned it into a theater, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And
he was 91. Okay, Carlatin looked it up.
91. There you go. I mean, he was pretty old. Older than the average death.
And I remember at the time thinking, I wish I could go to that because I bet that's going to be one of his last fucking things.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
Damn.
Well. Okay. Pickups. We have pickups this week?
I got pickups.
You got pickups?
I got 4 things.
You got 4 things?
Diddly shit.
And Garbage Gamer has diddly
things.
Shit. Okay.
10. How'd you come across diddly shits?
Jesus Christ!
They're rare.
I have 3.
3 diddly shits? Wow, that's a lot.
3 diddly shits. Yep. The diddliest of diddly shits.
Diddly bits. Yes.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go Stoud. Your multitude of pickupsness.
Okay.
There we go.
Well,
what you got? Thank you, Jill. What are you doing? Pickups everywhere.
He's a movie hoarder, so things are just falling.
Just stacks of things falling everywhere.
When I said, does anyone else use fetishizer thing, and everyone's like, yeah, and Stoudman, like, no. I'm like, I wonder why.
Yeah.
There's piles of shit everywhere.
Just mountains.
Those
Nothing
are
fetishized.
boxes of baseball cards. But anyways,
Cards
the
everywhere.
2 books that I wanted to get were behind it. So I told you about these 2 that I got recently, right? They're
Yes.
Books 2 and 3 of the Mist series.
Yes.
I need book 1. I got book 1. All 3 now in hardcover.
That's
the whole
beautiful.
Whole damn thing.
That's a nice looking
awesome.
The
collection.
only problem is that right there. It doesn't go with these.
That's a
Mismatched
different
spines.
editions.
Oh, are they? Oh.
OCD
Yeah.
exploding. Why?
When a company changes their logo, like some companies have changed their logo after like 15 years. I'm like, God damn it, now they don't match.
Oh my God! Don't even
You know,
start.
what
When I was collecting,
would get you even more triggered is that the first one here has like these bits are like got the shininess on them and everything.
Yeah.
And the second one has the title that's all shiny.
Uh-huh.
Third one has nothing shiny.
Oh, great! So no consistency at
No
all.
consistency at all.
Yeah,
No shady for you.
don't even get me started on that. Like collecting the Doctor
just
Who
like-
trade
God.
paperbacks, which are published over the course of like 20 years. Different logos, different spine designs. There's one title that spells Doctor as DR period. Only one. All the rest
Fired.
are the full word of Doctor.
Fired. That one person fired.
Doctor Who.
So yeah,
Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. DR Who. Doctor Who.
Yes.
Doctor
Yep.
That could be a
Correct.
video. You could do a video doing
That is
That'd be
correct.
cool.
I don't know if I actually have that one. I can't
Oh,
remember which one it was, but I remember reading about it. I was like, fucking
Seeking
hell.
out
Like,
specifically, that's gonna drive you nuts.
It's
But
one of
yeah.
those posts on Facebook. It's like, in the sea of W's, find the M.
yeah.
Who.
Yeah.
In the sea of doctors, find the DR.
So there's so
And I
many.
got this.
Hey, the Amityville
Oh.
set. You got
This is the 4 through 7 movies,
4.
which I got because
Actually, it's actually I think
Chance
it's
wanted to see.
I think it's 5 through 8 actually. 4 is the one that hasn't been released yet.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it's
no,
the one we're missing.
Amityville 4.
Oh no, you're right.
Oh no, wait a minute. It might. Okay, it's one of the ones in the middle then somewhere that isn't released
Four.
yet.
But after 4, they're no longer directly connected, so it doesn't really matter.
I know, but it's
And when
Amity.
they finally get to release somewhere, I'll pick
It's
it up.
I think it's Amityville: The Curse.
Really nice set, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That might be the 6th one. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember.
One of them is not in that set.
But
There's
one of them
that's
is not in the
released.
set. Doesn't even have a
I think
DVD release. It's
Lionsgate, I think, owns it. I think
yeah,
that's why.
it's like in
So
release limbo right now.
they'll make you pay $27 for it.
For
if
one.
you make it a Vestron line for no special features.
Yeah.
So
To
they've
be
been doing-
fair, most of the Vestrons do have some special features.
yes,
but
the early first wave ones are really great.
yeah.
Really great.
MVD had a sale on their Arrow titles. I think because
Oh.
Arrow's no longer doing business with them.
Okay.
And so they're getting rid of their overstock or whatever. So for like $7.50 each, and these were, I think one of them was $10, one of them was $5, and the other two were $7.50.
Nice.
And they're the American versions.
American.
So the thing is, you really can't find American Arrow titles, Region A Arrow
Like that
titles for
cheap.
less than $15
Yeah.
typically.
And usually they're 20
really
They're premium.
expensive.
They're premium titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're Criterion level for a lot of the titles. And
Absolutely.
At cheap, you find them like
So-
20, 15 at that 20 or 15 at least.
I
Yeah.
took a
Not-
chance on this terror in a Texas town.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anything about it. I just kind of took a chance on it. And it's
Cool.
Sterling Hayden. I know that much. And
Cool.
he's
It's an Arrow
Really good
Academy title, so it's even more like a Criterion.
Yeah.
Clear.
and
Not
then
the exploitation.
I got the
stuff.
Big Knife, which
Oh.
seems like a really interesting film noir. Stars Ida Lupino, and I was like, well, that
Yeah.
tells me everything I need to know. But on top of that, Jack Palance is in it. And
Nice.
he's the guy right down here.
There you go.
Young Jack Palance sold.
Jack Palance,
Yeah.
Well,
film
I don't
noir.
think he's never been
sold.
young, but you know,
Yeah.
younger.
It was also directed by Robert Aldrich, who
Okay.
you may know from another film noir that came out, but I can't remember the name of it. Right
Oh,
now. My
that
brain
one.
is just failing.
Wonder what it is.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
I can't. It's
What
on
is
Criterion. I remember that.
Okay.
Oh, you
It's on
actually don't
Criterion.
remember. I was just
No.
fucking around with you.
No,
No,
he
I
actually,
don't
he
remember.
actually doesn't
Okay.
remember.
You actually don't. You sound like you're faking it. Damn.
No, fake not remembering.
Nope, I'm not faking it. My memory is shit. Don't forget
Yeah,
that.
mine too.
I
Yeah.
own it on Criterion, and I don't fucking remember.
Well, only
Just go
place
look
to
at
die
all
to
your
ever fall.
criterions until you
No,
figure
not
it
a
out,
lonely
and
place
then
to
yeah.
die.
Okay.
No.
That's the only one I can think
No,
of
this-
off the top of my head.
The one, it came out in like the 80s. Not the 80s, the 50s. The 50s.
Robert
The
Aldrich.
80s.
Which was a stark difference because most film noir movies came out in the 40s. So, yeah. Anyways, next up I got Dillinger.
John Millie's first film.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I just watched the trailer for this and I was like, I gotta see this.
Mhm.
Yeah, sold. I need to get one for myself. And buying other
Yeah,
things.
seems pretty damn interesting, and I'm glad I got it. Anyway,
When was it that
I don't know
other
much about it.
film noir came
What?
out?
The 50s.
The 50s.
Robert Aldrich.
Kiss Me
I keep
Deadly.
looking over there 'cause
Kiss Me
it's-
Deadly. Yes.
Kiss Me Deadly. Yes,
I
that's
own that one. I actually
Wow,
own
what
that
a
one.
guess! There's a lot of movies he did that could have been the right
And
one.
it's
but
right
I
there
just
on
guessed
my
that.
shelf.
But
I
I
just
thought that
saw
one
it.
looked familiar because I could have sworn I'd heard you mention it before.
I think I have
There we
that
go.
one. I gotta double
There you
check.
go.
It's
So
a
he
great
also
movie,
directed
too.
Kiss Me Deadly. It's on Criterion. There you go. All right, good.
So this one
I
was
had to
like
find
the-
out because it would have driven us
I
crazy.
believe this is the $5 title that I got,
It's not wrong.
and it was Ronin.
Oh, the
And
De
I
Niro one.
only got. I remember it being way cheaper than the rest.
pretty good
because that was the only reason I got it.
Man, I own
What?
Kiss Me Deadly and have not seen it. So if you ever want to watch it again, just let me know.
There you go.
Okay.
Ronin has one of the
Anyways.
greatest car chases ever filmed.
And it came at the slipcover.
It's a good movie.
So that's pretty cool.
It's also a
A
classic.
mediocre movie in 4K.
It's also a
So,
classic MacGuffin movie because they're like, what is it? It have to deliver. Everybody's after this briefcase or something. Doesn't matter what's in it. It doesn't matter. It's just this plot device to get things moving. Much like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction, which is basically a nod to those types of MacGuffins.
It's totally Marcellus Wallace's soul. Everyone knows that.
It's totally what?
Yeah.
Totally Marcellus Wallace's soul in the briefcase.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's got the bandage on the back of his neck. That's why he's after it so badly. That's why everyone's mesmerized when they open it. Like,
That's the stuff his soul back
you
in
saw
there.
a soul inside a briefcase. Won't you be mesmerized? Like, wow, that's what the fuck is this thing?
Or it's just a bunch of bars of gold.
It's just also just MacGuffins.
It
So
doesn't matter exactly.
Yeah.
I also I took advantage of the of GameStop's buy two get two free sale that they had on like games, pre-owned games under $15.
Okay.
Again, I
Mhm.
did that last, and I only got one that didn't come with the cover this time, and it was the one I mentioned before. Transformers War for Cybertron.
Transfires, yay!
When
I
I
was
got
gonna
last
say
week was
Transfimers. I'm like, Transfimers?
Transfimers.
the
One?
You got the other one the other week, right?
Yeah.
Fall for Cybertron?
Yes.
Fall of Cybertron?
You did.
Yeah.
Fall for Cybertron.
Right,
is
Fall
what
of
that was.
Yeah, and you're saying you needed the first
Fall
one.
of Cybertron.
Right.
War
Okay.
for Cybertron.
Gotcha.
So there's that one, and then I
I
got
played War, I haven't played Fall. War was great.
Metal
Okay.
Wolf XD.
Ooh.
The ridiculous fucking concept of a video game where a robot becomes president, but is it really that fucking ridiculous in the little world that we live in today?
Well,
When Cheeto was president.
It's Metal Wolf Chaos XD. It's where you play as the U.S. president in a giant mech suit,
excellent.
and the
I was-
traitor.
All these were 750s, so I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good price for this.
You will accept democracy or die.
kind of how it is.
Knack 2.
It is actually.
Excellent. I love it.
I still haven't finished Knack. I have that, so I got Knack 2. So now I have to finish the first one.
Actually, Knack the first knack was the very first game I ever fully beat on the PlayStation 4.
Oh wow!
Very good.
Was it worth playing?
Congratulations.
Yes.
Did I make a mistake?
Fantastic platformer.
Okay, good.
It's a highly underrated, fantastic platformer.
Speaking of which, I got this game on your recommendation, Garbage Gamer. He showed me this, and I think he showed the chat this a few years ago as well, and just sold me on it. And I just waited until now to get it because I'm a cheap bastard. But NES Remix Pack.
Ooh.
It's been a while since I've shown that off. I
Yeah,
don't even have a Wii U anymore.
a few years.
What's that
It
got
was
on it?
like 4 or 5 years ago.
Jeez, Mario, some Kirby, some Donkey Kong.
It's got a bunch of different games.
Super Mario.
You just got to finish random challenges in these old games.
Yeah, the best way I
okay.
could have described it was like if they fleshed out the Nintendo World Championship NES cartridge into like an actual full-blown game.
Oh, so it's just kind of, it's not the actual games, it's just,
It is the actual games. There are actually full NES games.
Oh,
on
there are, okay. Yeah.
But it's all chunked down into like get 30 coins
Mm-hmm.
or, kill 5 Goombas in 10 seconds or something like that.
But no,
But there are like remixed versions of full games. Like there's the original
Okay.
entirely of Super Mario Brothers,
okay.
but you only play as Luigi.
Weird.
And it's reversed.
So and the whole idea is that the game is backwards.
Weird.
Right? It's interesting.
So you're helping Luigi return the princess to Bowser. Got it.
No. So you get like the floatiness of Luigi.
Here she is, and then
Mario
runs away for the rest of the game.
But yeah, all the levels are rearranged backwards. So yeah. It's a neat
I
fact.
was quite interested in this.
It was one of the
For
games
$7.50.
that sold me on a
Oh,
Wii
yeah.
back in the day.
Is there like a Switch port of that?
No, I wish there was though.
I'd buy
There
that.
probably will be at some point. I'd be surprised if there wasn't.
Yeah, as the frequency that they are bringing Switch ports over, I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
the remix comes out in some fashion.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
it, though. That's all.
That's it. All right. Very nice. Very good. Very cool. Very wick.
I'm gonna get my baseball cards back up here.
Skinslip. Wakey, wakey.
Moi? Oh, I was actually reading the back of this book that got sent to me and haven't read it yet. So,
Oh,
like,
cool.
So-
What you got?
I won a contest on Twitter.
Oh,
So
nice.
my friend Ginger Lee sent me her new book along with a bunch of like
Nice.
cute things. Like I got one of the I got Zangief and I got this little birthday yarn doll.
Nice.
This really gay cat keychain.
I like that.
And my friend Amy made this, but I guess she bought that for the prize pack. So I got my friend Amy's keychain for that.
Okay.
I love my friend Amy. She made her first.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to reading this. It's a dark gothic romance novel. Sure, why not? I'll check it out.
Yeah, for
She's a
sure.
nice friend. She writes good, so.
Cool.
I got Strangler of the Swamp from Gold Ninja Video.
Nice.
These are hand numbered, limited 200 pieces.
Yep.
These are public domain movies with with public domain high definition transfers, so they're in high def,
Mm-hmm.
but they're public domain prints. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, you've been collecting those for a while now.
mhm.
Looks like a very interesting collection.
Let's see, there's something
Cool
about
stuff.
Devil Bat. There's a the Devil Bat's Daughter is a bonus feature on here.
Okay.
It's another film by the same director, apparently.
Cool.
Edward G. Ulmer.
Nice.
Next, another netline. Is the Eagle. This is the Holy Virgin versus the Evil Dead. There we go.
There we go. Holy Virgin versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Excellent.
A mad mix of martial arts, action, gory horror, and sleazy exploitation. Holy Virgin versus the Evil Dead is one of a kind wild ride that Golden Ninja Video proud to present in Blu-ray, packed with new special features. Blah 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 blah.
Nice.
Bonus feature is Asian Cop High Voltage, 1994. Interesting. Well,
Yeah,
I like the blah 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 part.
that's the best.
Well, a bunch of stuff like here's a bunch of actors.
No,
and
no,
people, like, I
movies.
don't know anything
Blah
about.
blah 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 features.
Look what I got.
Django.
Nice.
Nice, the Arrow edition. I've got the Blue Underground version, which
I
I
had that version too.
took
In fact,
forever to get.
I have
Come
also
on, God damn it.
Texas Adios is in here as a bonus movie, as a separate disc. So
Nice.
I'd already bought that separately, so that's a double dip. But my Blue Underground disc is in here.
Oh, okay.
And I have
There
I kept the, I just flipped the cover so it's inside.
you go. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, you put the Blue
then-
Underground cover in there. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
All sorts of features are unique to the Blue Underground release, so you're gonna keep
Yes.
that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, Texas Adios and Django, the Django,
Da Django.
the Django.
Da Django.
I haven't had a chance to check the transfer out yet, but I'm very excited to have this in my collection finally.
Yeah.
The-
No, that's
I missed I missed out the pre-order the first time because what happened is I pre-ordered it, and then I thought, oh well, I had to cancel pre-order for like a money thing,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
this is the item that they decided to pull
Mhm.
because of the rights issue with Texas Adios.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, it wasn't Django, it's Texas Adios. The U.S. rights weren't free yet, so they had to wait until they're free. Now we have it, but
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
there you go. And that's everything.
Very
That's it.
nice. Very
Light week.
nice. Very nice. I just have to go.
Very poor. So.
Yeah, I haven't been buying as much right now, but it's always like that at the beginning of the month. Gets a little tight after rent time.
Yep. Same. I pay rent too.
Okay.
Yay. And I still gotta buy my my medication. Go out and do that, unfortunately.
Okie dokie. Hold on a second. Let me put the picture back up there. There we go. Okay. We're good. Crazy. All right. So, let's see here. Where do we want to start? First up, I got a sequel to that movie that Skinslip and Stoudman didn't make.
Son of a bitch.
No, not
I'm
that.
so
We
fucking
have-
annoyed about that still.
Unfriended, Dark Web. Yes.
Fuck that movie.
If you paid more than $5 for that, I'm going to be offended.
I
You
paid.
owe me $5.
I paid 30. No, just kidding. I don't remember what it was. It was pretty cheap. It was pretty cheap.
Robbed from me.
So I watched the trailer for this a while ago, and after watching the trailer, I realized, hey, that trailer said everything significant that happens in the movie, so fuck that trailer. Now I have to wait until I forget everything that happened in this trailer. So I've forgotten everything that happened in the trailer. I just saw the first one recently, as you guys may recall, a few movie reviews ago. So I thought, well, I should probably get the second one and see that one, and then I can do like a double feature review for Halloween or something. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so that'd be fun. I thought it was all right, but I like the idea of it, but I think Skinslip and Stoudman probably could have done it better. Anyway,
I think we could have too. Very easily.
Next up, another addition to the Hammer collection. As you know, I'm pretty much up to date on all the old school Hammer stuff, so I thought, well, I should probably get the new school Hammer stuff too, just to round out the library. So I'm in the process of getting the revival Hammer stuff. I think last week I got Women in Black 2, which I showed you guys. So this week I got this one with Hilary Swank and Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Robert Dean Morgan, who's that?
Robert Dean Morgan, yeah, The Resident. So the thing about the Hammer revival stuff, there must be some kind of rights issue because it appears like they're all out of print, even the one that just came out 2 months ago. So
That is correct.
don't know what's happening. And also, I should mention, this is a Blu-ray, and yes, it's in a DVD case. This is how it was
What?
released. This is
What the hell?
just how it was released.
Hammer, what are you doing?
So I don't
I'm
know.
so glad
Hammer,
that your
don't
shelf is
hurt
gonna
him.
look ugly with a Blu-ray, the DVD height.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
Oh,
And
I'm
hey,
so
hey,
happy.
check this out. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's a flipper disc. DVD on one
What?
side, Blu-ray on the other side.
Wow.
Man,
What?
that was in the specifications. I've never seen it before. That's
It's
interesting.
First time I've ever seen that.
I think I might get that just for that very
Just
reason.
for that. It's
I'm
so
such
weird.
a collector, though.
Never
so.
seen that before. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's how I gotta have this one if I want it in the collection. So that's anyway. Glad to be getting the new school Hammer stuff. Also, I should mention The Resident also stars Christopher Lee in what I believe is the last ever thing that he did for Hammer before he passed
I
on.
think that's correct, yeah.
So yeah, so
hey, there's a double feature of The Resident in the Tall Man, and a double feature Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. There you go. Is it the same The Resident?
Yeah, it's just
Just there.
It's
Oh,
just that-
okay.
yeah.
But
It's just
the
that
Tall
the
Man
Tall
is
Man
not a
terrible
Hammer
fucking
film.
movie.
Yeah.
No, it's just a terrible movie.
All right. So then, finally, carrying on with tracking down out-of-print Scream Factory stuff that I want and would like to get before it skyrockets in price, grabbed this one,
Mood.
The Beast Within. Which is funny because we were just talking about werewolf movies, but
It's not really a werewolf.
well, I know it's like a sort of werewolf movie, but
it's more of a swamp movie.
Yeah.
Swamp, and not even sorta.
cool, even
Not
better.
even.
I love
It's
swamp
a much
monsters.
cooler. It's a much cooler concept,
But
but
yeah, I had heard that this was
get that.
actually a pretty cool idea, like cool, innovative movie. I've never seen it. I remember hearing bits about it when I was a kid, and of course being freaked out. But yeah, so finally gonna check it out, and it was used, but it was in like absolutely pristine condition. Like it's absolutely
most
perfect,
Blu-rays are pretty good. I like the original poster on that one too.
and it has
A lot. That cover, the one that you're showing, I like
Yeah.
that one a lot.
this one here. The
Yeah.
I like
interior
the
one,
yeah, it's not bad. This motion picture
sure.
contains scenes of graphic violence and violent horror. Sold.
There's also graphic rape at the beginning because it's the whole premise. It's
lovely.
like the creature like force impregnates. And
Okay, well, don't tell me anything. I've avoided all information about
Okay.
it my entire life, and I would just like to go in cold. So
And then at the end,
I don't
want to
know how
No.
rapey it is.
That's at the very beginning of the movie. So
That's
it's
fine.
very.
That's
Get
okay.
it over with.
That's okay,
It is on the
but
rest of the
I
movie.
don't want to know anything. So anyway,
It's nothing you can
Oh.
expect.
it's
It's good.
Good.
Let me
Don't
tell
wanna
you
know
the
anything.
plot from the beginning to the middle to the end.
So anyway, that's all I got. So just those three. Got some more stuff on the way. A few more hammers. There's a few more of the modern hammers to get. The only one that's I'm kind of waiting. I think I've got all of the rest of the modern hammers coming, except for the Lodge, which was the latest one.
That a print like $45 or some shit.
It went out of print like the second it was released. Like it was released
Yep.
in May, and it immediately went out of print. And it's like, yeah, it's like $45. It's just ridiculous.
Everyone was talking actually pretty good things about that, so I wanted to see it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't get this. All right.
I'm gonna just keep an eye on it and see if it comes up cheap or
what if?
dare I hope gets a re-release.
If
We'll
it
see.
drops
just
like 20
came
bucks,
out
you hit
and
me
it
up.
never
Yeah.
comes out again, it will only have that one print run.
Yeah,
That means there won't be many copies out there. So,
I know how this works.
Let me
Been
know. if you
collecting
find it for
since
cheap.
you were in diapers,
it.
Stoud.
That is actually true.
Well,
Yeah.
let me
He is an old
explain
man.
free market capitalism
Oh,
to you.
God.
Oh, please explain to each other. I'm gonna get some popcorn.
Wow, yeah. So anyway, it'll be kind of annoying if that's the one gap in the Hammer collection after all I've done to build it,
You'll
but
get it eventually.
I'll get it eventually. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I'll just, after getting everything else, I'll just bite the bullet and pay the $40,
And
but-
that one's like the popular one, I think, out of the new revival ones. I
Is
think that's
it?
why
Yeah.
it's worth more.
Well, Woman in Black was fairly popular, the first one anyway. But,
Yeah. But it
Only
was
because
way-
Daniel
it was way
Radcliffe-
because it's Daniel Radcliffe, yeah.
There's a lot of copies printed of that. That's why.
Yeah,
was
it was...
It was alright.
I heard it was okay, but I don't know.
Daniel Radcliffe wasn't the problem. We'll put it that way.
No, I wouldn't expect him to be.
I mean,
He's,
I still need to
it's not
see
even-
Guns
he's always
Akimbo.
he's always a
It's
delight.
not even like a bad movie. It's really just very lackluster, I would say.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
average.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'll plan is to watch that and the sequel as one of the double feature reviews this
Here's
Halloween.
the sequel's a
So
little
You
better.
have
We'll see.
problem with that.
Everybody tells me something different. Some people prefer the first one. Some people prefer the second one. So I'm just gonna go in and see what I think.
I haven't seen the second one yet. I saw the first one with Stab. We watched it, and he was like, that was the second time watching it.
Apparently
I talked him to watch it again with me.
Apparently, there was also a Woman in Black TV movie from 1989. Okay, probably not.
That one was probably actually good.
Probably shut up.
Not Hammer related.
Mythos. Probably it's like based on a folktale or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's just another adaptation. Yeah, there's a lot of things, and the Woman in White and whatnot. So
this guy says he's a Star Wars
Weeping Bride.
but he doesn't.
The Weeping Bride.
Drive by and suddenly she's in your back.
Those are the best ones.
Thank you, Jail.
How can you call yourself
Unbelievable.
a Star Wars fan if you don't have the original Ewok?
How can you call yourself a Hammer film fan if you don't have The Lodge on Blu-ray? It's the best one.
Woman in Black is a book original, but I think it's based on like a folktale,
It is.
type thing. But
well, it might be kind of inspired by, and
obviously it's its own thing.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of like folk tales along those lines of the mysterious, like you said, like the mysterious woman in white or woman in black or Weeping Bride and
Weeping Bride, yeah. The flying hitchhiker,
yeah, all of those, just like the lonely souls wandering the earth and
the scorned
scaring
lover
the shit out of you.
The scorned lover is the one that like is crying and then she
scorned
your
lover,
car, and then she tries to seduce you. If you fall for it, she kills you.
That's right. Don't fall for the beautiful hitchhikers. They're ghosts that want to kill you.
I fucking loved Unsolved Mysteries. Okay.
Unsolved Mysteries
That's
is
where
great.
that shit came from.
I gotta watch.
Back when Unsolved Mysteries was still Unsolved Mysteries. Not that the new kind isn't good. Just
hey.
I like this new series a lot.
I've heard good things about it.
I like it too.
Well, there you go.
It's just not the same thing. That's all.
Well, it
the guy
never
who
will
sings
be.
his wife's ashes is so creepy.
Yeah.
So I'd say.
I will have to check that. I watched like the first 5 minutes of episode 1 and just to get a flavor for it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that.
Oh, the guy who's oh my god, that guy totally murdered his wife.
All right.
I talked to some ladies online who are like hardcore crime doc ladies, and they're like, that dude totally killed his wife. We were having a whole thing on Twitter about how that dude killed his wife.
There's no fucking way.
I carried her skull around like a what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking creeper, dude.
Right?
Yeah, we know it was you.
Creeper.
Everybody knows it was you.
In his interview about his ex-wife who was murdered, he goes, I sleep with her ashes today, my precious little teddy bear. And the way he says it, you're like, ooh, that guy killed her.
That's
Holy
like
shit.
Serial killer mentality.
Yes!
Like
Yes!
obsession. Yeah, like clearly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This guy is interviewed.
That's
It's
creepy.
great series. Great series so far, just not the same thing.
So, last but most certainly not least, of course, movies. Anybody watch movies this week? I actually watched some movies this week.
I watched movies this week.
Huh? Cool. Well, good night, everybody.
What happened?
Stout, what movies did you watch this week?
We watched movies. Well, we watched Unsolved Mysteries, actually.
That's all we watched this week, yeah.
Yeah.
We just watched Unsolved Mysteries. We talked about that.
Yes, just now.
As for movies, I did watch Kiki's Delivery Service for the first time.
Oh, okay, I've never seen that one. Yeah, I've heard that one's great.
It was one I'd never seen before.
Everybody talks about that one.
To finally see it. And yeah, it's another really great Hayao
Miyazaki.
Miyazaki,
yeah.
Good lord.
I kept wanting to say Miyazaki. Like, no.
Force it out.
Force
it out.
Brain.
Spit the marbles out. Spit the marbles out.
But yeah, no. It's another good one with a great message. I almost want to see that turned into like an animated series.
Oh.
But yeah, good movie. I think I've seen almost all of them now. And I can tell you right now, my least favorite of the traditional older Studio Ghibli movies is Pom Poko.
Oh my god, really?
Not Pom Poko, Porco Rosso.
Porco
Oh,
Rosso.
fuck you. Okay, that's fine. I didn't like
A lot of
Rosso
people like Porco
because
Rosso.
I fucking hate the main character because he is literally a pig, and he is also a chauvinist pig.
That's the
And I'm
point,
sure
though, I
it's,
think.
it's intentional. It's intentional.
is.
But it's like,
100% intentional. Come on.
I still hate the fucking character. I don't enjoy watching this. You know, it's like,
Well, not every movie is about a character.
Yeah.
A good character. The protagonist isn't a good person. They're the
yeah,
protagonist.
yeah.
Everyone
It's just
mixes
not
that
fun to
protagonist
watch,
and antagonist up. A protagonist is just the central focus of the story. That's it. They can be a bad person.
It also felt like a bit of a what's the phrase I'm looking for?
I don't know.
It was a different movie from all the other Miyazaki movies in that it didn't focus on the same kind of themes as all the others did. So in that way too, I was like, just wasn't. Other than that, I watched Upload finally this week because
Oh yes.
Sean
'Cause I wouldn't
recommended
stop
it.
going
And I
on
gotta
about
tell
it.
you, I gotta tell you, I was not that impressed.
What
Oh.
the fuck, Stout? What? What?
It wasn't bad, but it
Oh.
wasn't great.
Oh
I
my
Blasphemy.
had issues with it.
So
okay?
now give me the real review. That's all. You almost
boy.
had me there, Stout.
Okay. Here's my issue with it. All right,
Okay.
it's not as deep as I would have liked it to be.
Oh my god.
I love the
Expectations.
subject. I love the subject matter.
Uh huh.
I love the concept and the story and everything, and I want
Uh-huh.
to see more of it.
Yeah.
And I was disappointed genuinely when it was like the way that it ended. I was like, really? That's it? I get anything more? I don't get to find out what
Tune
is
in
there going to be a
next
season 2 or not? Like, what the fuck?
Yes, it has been
But,
renewed. It has been renewed.
Okay, good.
Yes.
But other than that, like the
You're
writing when
an
it came
idiot.
to the dialogue and everything.
Thank
the
you,
dialogue
Seth.
was not very snappy.
Wait!
his-
What?
His
dialogue
stuff is
was
usually pretty
fantastic!
snappy, and that was just.
I was
not
just
very
like, haha, good one. That was very
There
snappy,
were
that
literally
thing that
like
he
1 or
said.
2 times in the entire series that I laughed.
What?
And the main
You
one that I laughed at
humorless
actually was,
bastard.
when he was
It wasn't The Office, so it sucked.
No.
I only like
Wow.
comedies that are
Space
in
Force
the
wasn't The
format
Office either, but I
of The
like that. Come
Office.
Wow.
So the one that made me laugh the hardest was when he was going into the memory banks and he's trying to find like some memories that have been lost, right?
Uh-huh.
And he goes through a really sad memory with his father, and then
And that's
it
the one
ends
you
with
laughed
the credits,
at.
and the credits go. Na, 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 na. It's just like, what the fuck? It was.
Wow.
I was laughing out loud with that.
Wow.
That was a really good one.
You literally
But
laughed at the
for the most part-
stupidest joke in the entire
For the
series
most part,
instead of like
the
the
rest of it
witty
just
dialogue
was not
and
that
characters
the
and
dialogue was not that snappy, not that good. The story, while interesting,
when did you become
Wow.
so
I just-
jaded? Like,
need-
God.
When did things? Well, hold on, Justin. When did art have to meet your expectations, motherfucker? We've
Yeah.
had this discussion. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
What
Maybe you should go back and revise your
the
fucking statement.
fuck?
I'm not saying it has to meet my
It
expectations.
wasn't what I
You literally started by
expected
saying,
it to
"I didn't meet my
be.
expectations." You literally started-
Therefore, it sucked.
Well, that doesn't mean that's not why. I don't think it's bad because of that. I'm just saying it didn't meet my expectations.
Hypocrite.
Personally.
So it wasn't what you expected it to be, and what you felt
Well-
it should have been to
well-
cater to you. Therefore, it sucked. I see.
But it didn't suck.
Great.
I liked it enough that I want to see a second season of it. For
Well,
fuck's
good.
sake.
All right.
I enjoyed it. I just didn't like it as much as I liked Space Force. I think
My brother
Space
is an
Force
asshole.
is genuinely better than Upload. And that pissed off Eric
Good
so
night,
much
Eric.
that he left the room.
That's right. Eric loved it.
Blame.
Everybody
Yeah.
loved it. We all loved it. What's
Space
the matter
Force
with you? Conform,
is-
Stoud.
Okay, if you like Upload so
Form.
damn much, then you need to go watch fucking Space Force because it's way fucking better.
Stop comparing
It is
apples and
way
oranges.
better.
I'm
Stop
sure
comparing
that
apples and oranges.
sure that
Well,
you're
I'm comparing
completely
them because it's the
unrelated and
same person who
unconnected
made
in
both,
any way.
so-
Political
For what?
comedy is quite delightful, but apples and oranges. Just because they're both just because they're both.
You don't
It's like
think
you
there's
can't
anything
compare it.
political about Upload?
You can't compare it to The Office. You can't compare it to
I'm not
Parks and
comparing
Rec
it to The Office.
because it's like comparing it to another
Space
thing
Force
that's
isn't The Office
even
either.
more not
It's
comparable to
completely
it.
different.
It's like you're comparing to a different new thing. So what? It's still comparison. It doesn't count.
It's a
You know that's a
comparison to
fallacy.
this- It's a comparison to something that was made by the same creator.
Well, so is The Office and Parks and
Yeah,
Rec.
you just said you can't compare it to The Office and Parks and Rec, but you can compare it to something newer? No. You either can compare it to another work or you can't.
to the
There's an incongruity in your
entire
statement.
body
All
of
I'm
work.
saying.
Here's the thing. Now we
I know
just
probably you didn't like it. I have no
Now-
problem with your incongruity in your statement.
we just talked about Ennio Morricone and how just go with me on this. We just talked about Ennio Morricone
Just go with me on this.
and how he was such a versatile composer and did so many
Awesome
different
stuff.
types of music. Why is it so hard for you to accept that Greg Daniels is like Ennio Morricone in this respect? That he just does different types of shows with different styles, different characters. Parks and Rec and
You
The
keep
Office both
harping
had
on this.
a
It wasn't
similar
the Parks and Rec and The
format.
Office, so you didn't like it. and
It
I'm
was
not
that
saying
they
it
were
was
a similar format, so that's kind of a legit comparison
you
because they're
compared it to a
similar
different
format.
thing.
But
I don't care that
But
it
in
was
this-
that it wasn't like The Office and Parks and Rec.
well, you do care
I
that it
wasn't
wasn't more like
expecting it to be
Space
like
Force.
Those movies, those shows. I was expecting it to be a story, like a
Uh-huh. It was a story, yes.
transhumanist story, so to
They
speak.
say trans? What are you
And
talking about?
it is-
What?
Transhumanist.
Transhumanist.
Transhumanism.
I know.
Yes,
We were talking
and
about
which is
Twitter,
what
right?
it is.
Yeah. Yes, and I was
it's also
expecting it to.
incredibly funny.
And hoping that it would go a little bit deeper than it did, and it didn't quite go as deep as I wanted it to.
Well, it's,
Maybe it will in the second
it's
season.
a short series. It can only go so
It is.
far,
It's
and
really short.
and also, I mean, the first season necessarily has to have a lot of world building and character
I
establishing.
will say this: it
and
was
stuff. So
it was heartwarmingly cute in a lot of areas, and it reminded
adorable.
me in some ways of like Her, which was a
yeah,
really
I can see. So that's a little
but,
more, relevant a comparison.
It just all I'm saying is I didn't like it as much as Space Force.
My other pickup is I also got.
And I
the
don't
air
know
conditioning
why.
unit.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Arctic
I
Air
I
Ultra.
don't know why you keep harping on The Office and fucking Parks and Rec.
I'm not harping
comparing
on them.
either of those series to it.
I know.
I don't know why you think I am.
I don't know why you're comparing
I'm
it to
not
Space
comparing.
Force.
Yeah. Just because
The
you're
two
comparing it to another.
series came out almost simultaneously.
Greg Daniels is a busy man.
Simultaneously.
From
He's
Greg
getting
Daniels.
paid, yo. He's getting that big Netflix money.
yeah, awesome. And Amazon.
And
money at the
Amazon.
same
He's
fucking
getting
time.
both of them.
Oh my God, he's on both sides of the fence.
He's
Look at
on
that. Holy
both.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One's on Amazon, one's on Netflix. So, fucking A. Go
And his
Greg.
Netflix series is better. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
It's literally like a.
I'm sure
it's-
you would love
its
it,
Upload is
Skinslip.
a 7 out of 10.
Sure.
I know you
and
would enjoy
Space
it.
Force is
I
an
bet
8
you all.
out of 10.
I bet you all say
It's a
like,
difference
You're not
of
a
like one
soulless,
percentage
humorless
point.
ginger.
Look
And
at all
you
the
guys
snappy
are- you
You
dialogue.
would love
Looking
the
out on me.
snappy dialogue
So
and the
hilarious. I
witty,
was laughing
the
all the time.
witticisms and thought-provoking
Oh my
transhumanist philosophy.
I don't think I've ever said witticisms in my life.
God. I did really like
Witticisms.
the episode.
It
Oh,
was so
Stoudman.
witty.
Hold on.
They left the main area that they are
So-
in.
Oh yeah, when they
I
went
have
to,
a
like,
story.
to the black market
wanna give
kind
too
of
much
thing. Yeah,
I have a
yeah.
small story. So
I'll just say that
I've
much.
been taking some rather escaped photos of myself and putting them on Twitter, and
Oh,
one of them went on Facebook, and I forgot to put the privacy settings up, and it may or may not have gone in the feed of some family members.
oops.
Anyway, so I get confronted a day later.
Uh huh.
Don't
dear.
you understand? You're interrupting God's plan
Oh
because
God.
I'm transitioning. I was like, what? To be
Good.
myself?
Yeah.
Sure. But I said, but really, if you really want to get technical, no, because if God's plan was for me to be on Earth and to do these things, I have no free will. Therefore, it's God's plan that I want to transition. It's His plan for me to become a woman by the end of my life. So guess what? I am fulfilling God's plan.
Yeah. Why can't that be a part of the plan? You know, like
you don't know what God's plan is.
Yeah.
If you think you do, then you're a real
you pretentious fuck. You think you know what His plan is?
Yeah.
You don't know shit.
Plan. They might be genderless, to be fair.
Well, yeah, I would say.
I imagine if there's an omnipotent being, they're probably beyond the concept of genders entirely.
Exactly.
I'd imagine. You know.
So it's a Time Lord then. Okay.
But yeah, so that was a funny thing happened. Like, oh, and then they blocked me. Dude.
Of course they did.
What was the other one? Oh no, there was the other part. It didn't happen. The blocking happened after. What was the fucking exchange? I don't want to fuck my own words up because I'm so bad.
It's okay.
Scroll down. Where did I put it? It was. Is something up with you lately?
Something up with you?
You seem to be going through some troubles. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get my girl dick wet, uncle. And he just blocked me. That was it.
That was it.
And like, I went on the whole rant about like, this is probably God's plan. If I
trying to get my girl dick wet, blocked.
Yeah, and then he was like, well, I'm trying to get my girl dick wet, and he just blocked me. He realized he's not going to get through me to some religious crap.
No.
I don't have any problem with your religion. Just don't try to put it on me. That's all.
I know, that's
it's a personal thing. Your personal thing, not mine.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there you go.
That was it. It's just I got to be blocked by more family members on Facebook.
Yay!
Because
you know what?
Couldn't handle
Ultimately,
my
for the best.
Individual...
It's you accidentally posting those selfies to everybody was clearly part of God's plan, so that you would have to block those family members and thus remove those toxic people from your life.
Part of my pickups.
Fuck yeah.
Part of my pickups.
Family over real family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck the fucking.
Part of my pickups this week where I got a bunch of gay socks with like a bunch of gay pride stuff all over them.
Excellent.
And then I got these new panties, which are like trans panties. So I have like my trans one has a pocket and everything, and so nothing jostles about. And it's got a feminine cut and everything. So it's really nice. And I took a few photos of myself in this, so it's not like I'm like naked. It's in my underwear. And someone got offended. My family member got offended by that. Apparently.
Excellent. Good.
Yep.
I'm glad. Sorry, I saw a comment from you, Worm Disease, when we were talking about Unsolved Mysteries like an hour ago, and you said you thought Jack Palance used to host it. No, he did not. However, there were a few episodes, I think when it was still a series of specials before it went to a full series. There was a couple hosted by Carl Malden and a couple hosted by Raymond Burr. And then the first revival series of Unsolved Mysteries, which actually had a pretty good run, was hosted by Dennis Farina. So he was really good too. I always loved Dennis Farina.
He's a great actor.
Oh, he's fantastic. He starred in Crime Story, that one that we
which we need to watch.
All of one of these days. Yeah.
You only showed me the first like 1 or 2 episodes. I think.
A couple episodes, yeah. The pilot movie and like I think 1 or 2.
That's what it was. I think that's all we watched. The pilot movie, actually.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. Sting the Scorpion says Raymond Burr hosted the first one, and Carl Malden hosted the next 2 specials, I guess, and then Robert Stack took over for the series. So that's what it was. That'd be cool. I'd be interested to see those episodes. Just see the beginnings of it.
See how different it is.
It was similar with In Search Of. How, of course, we all remember it as being hosted by Leonard Nimoy, but there was 2 pilot episodes that were actually narrated by Rod Serling. So it's pretty cool. I talked about that in my closer look of the DVD set. You want to get the one that's 146 episodes because it includes the pilots, and not the one that's only 144 episodes that doesn't include the pilots. So there you go. There's an In Search Of Dracula. Yes, it's not part of the In Search Of series, though. No, it's just a coincidence of title.
Thing.
Yeah.
That's the Severin DVD, I think.
Is it? Yeah, it's one of them.
It's a documentary release, yeah.
I think it just got released recently. I have another one that he did.
Yeah.
I have another one he did called, I think it's On the Trail of Dracula.
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of.
He hosts that one. That one is, I think it's just like a public domain thing. Yeah, it's just like a special. It's not a feature.
It was a very popular tape went around. That's why the Intervision
Yes.
is replicating VHS movies basically.
Yeah.
Releases.
Yeah, so that's what I got that, and then if this other one is a different one, I definitely want to get that as well. Because I mean, who doesn't love Christopher Lee narrating stuff about Dracula? Like, come on.
Absolutely.
So any
Stoudman.
any other movies you guys?
Stoud, what are you
watched?
doing, Stoud?
Stoud, stop it! Oh my God, that's so annoying.
It's really fucking loud, dude. What the fuck?
Yes. Any other movies that you?
Yeah, I actually watched movies.
You watched some movies, Skinslip? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
What
I
did you
watched
watch?
2 movies this week. I watched Death Promise, which is this really bad, I should say, really ineptly made martial arts film, American martial arts films, of course. And one of the guys who's like the martial arts can't, in his life with me, do real life martial arts. He's just flopping around. It's just the worst. Anyway, there's a bunch of actual martial arts in the movie that are really good. But the movie, I was like, damn, this movie's like just bad enough. I think this would make a good riff tracks, from best to the worst. Turns out it's in a riff tracks. So hey,
there you go.
yeah. Oh, Death Promise, 1977.
Nice.
And then I watched. Was that today? No, yesterday morning. When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth from 1970.
Oh,
Hammer.
nice. The Hammer one. I still need to get. That's one of those I still need to get, actually.
It's one of the few Hammer films with that was edited for the West, and so the Blu-ray is the first time in the West that we've got the uncut version with nudity.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The Western one was cut. The US one was cut out. Like, nudity was cut out of it, so
Yeah.
to make it PG. So I enjoyed it. I'd seen probably chunks of it. I remember parts of that, but like not a contiguous enough memory to say I'd seen it. So I watched it. It was good.
Yeah.
I started watching subtitles, and about 10 minutes in, I realized these people aren't actually saying any real words, so I don't need subtitles.
Fair enough.
The whole movie's in caveman speak, and the caveman speak is like, I'm guessing the concept. There's no information on this, but I'm guessing
Really?
the concept was whoever designed the language thought it would be cool to have a language that only had 1 or 2 words and names only as a way of communication, but it really just makes it a little annoying hearing characters say each other's name over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Okay. That's interesting. Because they did, I think it was Clan of the Cave Bear.
Yep.
Or was it Quest for Fire? I think it was Quest for Fire. Sorry.
They did both those.
Quest for Fire, they had something similar where it was all in caveman language and stuff.
Yes, that's Quest. That's both of those, in fact.
Yeah.
Quest for Fire is deadly silent, with no dialogue,
Yeah.
and Clan of the Cave Bear is all in caveman talk. Cave person
Okay.
talk.
Okay. That's
So they
what it
both.
was. Yeah.
So
Interesting.
Quest for Fire is really great.
That's
really
what I've
great
heard,
with
yeah.
the visual storytelling. Like
Yeah.
there's very little dialogue. No dialogue. Almost no
Yeah.
verbal communication whatsoever.
That's fun. I'd actually forgotten all about that until just now.
The premise is
To see if that's on Blu-ray. Yeah.
in ancient times, the most honorable and important job was the fire carrier. So
That's true.
your job
yeah.
as one of the movies to carry fire, and you had to keep burning so that when you got to the next place, you could do it. Because back then we didn't know how to start fire, so you'd have to get lucky and find a log that was caught fire from a lightning strike, and now you've got fire for your client. That's literally how the fire started before we learned how to start fire. So Quest for Fire replicates what that would be like if you had to keep a piece of fire burning for while crazy shit was happening in your life.
So
Very well. I enjoyed it.
Okay, there's a Region B Blu-ray, but nothing here.
Of Quest for Fire?
Quest for Fire, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wish we had it here.
I wish, yeah.
There's also 10 million years BC, which I haven't seen yet either.
Isn't
What?
that the ring? That's the comedy one, though, right? With Ringo
That's the
Starr.
Raquel. That's Caveman.
Oh, okay.
10 million years BC is Raquel Welch.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
Or 1 million. I think it's 1 million years, isn't it?
Oh, 1 million BC.
I think it's 1 million years
Yeah.
BC. But yeah, I know there's a couple. Yeah, that's basically next. Once I finish the modern Hammer stuff, that'll be the next Hammer things I get, other than the whatever the current Scream Factory releases are as they come out. So because I'm all caught up
The
on
Hammer
those.
film?
Is there's
No, it's American International.
no.
I plan to watch that. There's Core next. Got Dynasty.
There's there's 4 like adventure films. There's Vengeance of She. There's Lost Continent. When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth, and one other one. Can't remember. But yeah. So that'll be
I
the
like
next. That'll be the next one.
That was good. It's really good. That's everything I watched.
Warner
That's it.
Archive, I think, right?
Yep.
I watched a few.
I'm having a sale right now,
Yeah.
4 for $44. Stoudman.
There you go. Cool.
I don't know if you need to buy anymore. Meow.
So this is gonna be very brief because I'm
I
gonna
already
be doing
made an
these
order
for
for
Halloween
that.
horror reviews.
No,
this
there you
year.
go.
So, but I'll just quickly give you a sneak peek at what I watched. First up, you may recall in the update video I talked about how I was all terrified of the movie poster of this one as a kid, and well, I finally saw the movie like 40 years later. Watched Prophecy with the all I knew about it was Bear Monster, because that's what Skinslip would say every time we talked about this movie.
Bear Monster.
But
Favorite.
but yeah,
I
actually,
have it too, by the way.
this was not at all what I was expecting this movie to be, but that's
No.
okay. I mean, I went in cold. I managed to
All we knew
avoid
was that there's a bear monster somewhere.
pretty much. I knew nothing about it other than what was on the cover and Skinslip saying Bear Monster. So
I had
yeah.
that exact poster too.
So so I watched it. It was completely different than what my 7-year-old brain had concocted, but really good. Actually, I really liked it a lot. So Skinslip and I are going to watch it again together at some point because she likes that one too.
Fucking love that movie.
And then let's see, had a double bill with Rosie. We watched the old miniseries version a while ago, so I thought, you know what, I think she can handle the new one. So we watched It and It Chapter 2.
Nice.
Double feature. Well, we actually didn't watch them both on the same day. We watched this one day and this one the next day because it's a bit of a long haul. But Ka. I don't know. Yeah, anyway, French is weird. But I know people are very mixed on it. Some people say, oh, I liked part 1, I didn't like part 2, or oh, I liked part 2, I didn't like part 1, or I didn't like any of it. Tim Curry forever. The short version is I really enjoyed both parts. I mean, I don't think of it as part 1 and part 2. I think of it as it. It's all one giant story, and
Eventually we're getting one movie version.
and like with the additional footage and stuff. So I mean, my general thoughts are I loved it. I thought they did a fantastic job. It was dark, it was scary. Bill Skarsgård is a fucking revelation as Pennywise. Right. Love the cast of kids in part 1. I think they did a great job with that. Some very talented young actors, and the cast of adults, many of whom you can totally buy as being adult versions of those kid characters. Some of them even look like the kids grown up, like just their faces. They obviously put a lot of thought into the casting for that, and just a great cast all around, and really fun adaptation that I liked a lot. That's one that I will revisit many more times. Enjoyed that. And then finally, this one we did do as a double bill because they're fairly short and fast-paced and fun. Once again, Rosie and I, we watched Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You, which I've already talked about because I watched these on my own a little while ago, and I reviewed them then. So I thought it'd be fun to review these for Halloween, do a little more in-depth on them, and I thought Rosie would enjoy them too, and she did. She thought they were a lot of fun. So, basically, if Groundhog Day was a horror movie, think of it that way. And the sequel still has some horror elements, but it's a little more sci-fi. But both really fun movies. I really enjoyed what they did with the whole time loop concept in this, and I like how the characters evolve over the course of that journey. It's quite interesting. Much like how in Groundhog Day, Bill Murray's character starts off as very abrasive and unlikable and selfish and not a very nice person. It's the same thing with the main character in this. She starts off as this very self-centered fraternity or sorority girl who's just full of herself and not a very nice person, and then as she has to relive this day over and over again as she's trying to figure out who's trying to murder her, she comes to realize all these things about herself and grows and becomes a better person. over the course of it, which is great. So it's a very similar journey to what we've seen on Groundhog Day, but a very different story. And yeah, I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it probably even more the second time around, honestly. I think they're just really fun movies. And what's his face? The creator of this, who is it? Christopher Landon, I think. Yeah, has said that basically he would like to do a third one. He's got an idea. He said he's got a story for a third one. It's just a matter of getting it greenlit. He'd like it to be a trilogy. I really like how they continued it in the second one and kind of took the concept and put it on turned it on its ear, and it clearly sets it up for the possibility of a third one, which would turn it on its ear again. And I really hope they get the opportunity to do that because I really enjoyed those two. And that is it. And then other than that, I watched some more Hell's Kitchen. So there you go. One of the people I wanted to get voted off got voted off. So yay!
Yeah, fuck that person.
Fuck that person. Thinks he can cook. Whatever. Didn't see any evidence of that. Just a lot of talk. Fucking donkey.
Okay.
That's one of the things Gordon Ramsay says a lot. Calls people donkeys. You donkey!
You ass.
Fuck off! Get the fuck out of my kitchen!
My favorite is fuck off. Skip some bullshit.
Just completely exasperated. Like, don't try to tell me that bullshit.
Right.
Not buying that for a second. It's raw! Touch it! Everybody touch it! Stone cold in the center! Smashes the tuna, bits of fish everywhere. Yes. He is not a subtle man. Good stuff. Where am I? What are you? Oh, what are you? An idiot
What
sandwich.
are you?
Yeah. That's apparently a parody. It's not from an actual episode, but
An idiot sandwich.
Yeah.
an idiot sandwich. Yeah. But yeah, I'm still in the middle of season 7. I'm just kind of, poking my way through. Cause I've been busy doing other stuff. It's just kind of switch my brain off and watch some reality TV nonsense for an hour, and then usually while I'm having breakfast. And then I just get on with my day and do actual productive things and watch things that actually matter to me. Like movies and cartoons and TV shows. Whatever else.
Yep, all those things.
Yep. So I think that's it. I think we actually did a pretty efficient show this week.
Just in time for me to start falling asleep on stream.
Excellent. Sounds like a plan.
I've been up since 3:30 in the morning today.
Holy crap, yeah. And well, I just kind of woke up.
You can enjoy stream for the rest of the night.
'Cause I'm gonna do some streaming afterwards. So those of you on Twitch, if you want to stick around and join me, please feel free to do so. And we'll get some stuff. I'll probably do some more editing because I got more editing to catch up on, and it's a nice way to relax after the wild and crazy marathon madness. It was it's a good one this week. Alrighty, so have yourselves a wonderful day or night, everybody, and we will see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, thanks for joining us on our podcast. And we'll see you next Saturday.
Podcast.
Until then, sayonara.
Strafe.
Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe. I love it. It just occurred to me, I don't think anybody who watches Saturday Night Insanity on YouTube actually knows what that reference is, because they avoid all my video game videos. Well, you're lost. You missed out on some bin jokes.
Suckers.
They weren't there for an inside joke. That's their fault.
That's it. All right. Well, we know.
Hell,
That's all that's
I'm
important.
not there for half the inside jokes. Are you kidding me?
There you go. See? All right. Well, those of you who enjoy our inside jokes, whether you know them or not, thank you and good night.
Peace.